following program is brought to you by the Realm of Collectors. Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Jet Piece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
Oh, man. Oh, dear.
What's up, everybody? Friday night, time for another episode of MPSP Theater. Nick Brammer couldn't be with us tonight. Apparently, he was spotted going around in a hospital in the middle of the night, licking the toes of patients. And we've not heard from him since. He may need to have bail posted, so...
Just one thing after another with him, man.
Yeah.
I know, dude. He's just busy, man. He's busy.
Yeah. Contact the bail bondsman and, see if it's worth risking your 10%. I can't make any promises. But we're here. Nick's not here. He really, really, really wanted to talk about the Marvel Legends stuff from Toy Fair last weekend. And, well, he hit up Brink because Breaking the Mold was going to do it. He hit up Brink and he's like, hey, let us cover it. And Brink's like, okay, good, here you go. So they didn't cover it, and now we are. God damn it. No, it's all good. But before we get into that, we do have some news headlines we want to talk about. And without any further ado, I'm going to say, hey, Rob, why don't you tell the people out there watching and listening where the fuck you at?
Oh, you can find me on the Facebooks and the Realm of Collectors as Rob Milton. You can find me on the Instagrams sometimes as Rob's Hobbies. And you can find me occasionally every other Saturday hanging out on my channel because reasons. Streaming MPSP Craftsman where we talk about upcoming model kits and Gundam and all that fun stuff involving the model building hobby, show off some techniques, highlight some stuff, ask us questions, we'll answer them and show it live. And then every Friday night, you can find me with the most beautiful men on the planet here on
Jesus
MPSP
Christ.
Theater.
Got real deep.
Where are you going to be hanging out with beautiful men on Friday nights? Because I thought you were hanging out here with us, but apparently you're going to like Chippendales or some such shit.
Are you moonlight where this is?
Are you moonlighting? You moonlighting?
I gotta pay for all this shit somehow.
I know, right?
Well, then
Dancing.
if there's money involved, if you're doing it for money and there's money involved, then I can't fault you for that.
I'll helicopter my dick for a few $100. What the hell?
Fuck that shit, dude. If I went out on the stage, them chicks would throw money at me to get me the fuck out of there.
Hey, it's still money.
Good point. I'm like, all right, I'll leave in a minute.
Wiggle, yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, shit.
I made a grand to run.
Speaking of people who helicoptered their penises on fucking YouTube and got banned, Russ, tell the people where the fuck you at.
Oh, man. It's a bad situation. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Rustamus here. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I haven't been fucking around in the RC Facebook page because I don't know. It's like I'm afraid I'll like show a penis pic in it or something. People get mad, so I decided to stay out of there.
Or just
And
share
you can
one
find
of
me
your
here every Friday
opinions.
night.
That's worse.
That too. That's worse. Yeah, people are like, just show us your penis. No.
Yeah, please. Please go back to showing your penis
Um,
again.
Yeah, really. We'd rather see your. Yeah, God, shut up. No one wants your opinion. Yeah, and you can find me here every Friday night with these gentlemen, of course, and yeah, and then of course I have to steal my computer back from my wife, to get on here with these guys because she's like got her own. Well, she's got her own show going on, and of course it's just it's this whole where next thing I know I'm on the back burner now,
Well, she did buy you the computer too.
Yeah, I know, right?
And
for me,
it's not like she's trying to do it at the same time we're doing this. Big shout out to
That's
them.
true.
Big shout out to
That's
them
true.
over on the
Yeah.
podcast. The ladies are kicking ass and really enjoying their show.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
How many episodes are we up to now?
They had their sixth
they
one this week.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
They're doing really well.
hey, shout out to the Nerds of Spoken dropping their third episode yesterday. Oh boy, felt like I was listening to an episode of Blackout and Shout. It was so long. Or a late night marathon.
Yeah, dude, it was long, man. It took me like two and a half car rides that I should listen to.
It wasn't. I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I just wasn't expecting a 3-hour show.
Dude, I like that podcast, man.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's okay if it's long and it is fun, like long and fun. Anyway.
Something that you keep denying.
Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, what are you talking about? I got fingers. Anyway.
Hold them up. Are they stubby sausage fingers? Hold them up.
Hey, you go, Josh. Just for you. Sorry. Oh my bad.
Did you just sniff it?
Hey,
was it up your ass? Oh my God.
We're on the Realm channel. This is made for children.
Wait, no, it's made for man children. But hey, we're man children ourselves, so it's awesome. Anything else, Russ, before I throw it over to?
No. Right. Throw it over to Mr.
Well, he is the inverse of Paul Bunyan. Just Paul Bunyan was so fucking tall, and Sam, well, he's not.
So fucking small.
Just do your best.
He is a little. He is a small. Where you at, Sam?
What's up, InstaSam89 on Instagram. Sam leading the groups, and then here every Friday night. Where you at, dude?
Well, I'm currently looking for motherfuckers to walk the plank because I am certainly more piratey than you are. You heard me say that. Yes, that applied to you. So, arg. No.
You said arg?
Yeah, I did. You can catch me under my regular name on Facebook, public profile, hang out in the Realm group, and if you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you can do so. My accounts are linked to my profile page. As for other shows you can catch me on this very channel, the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel, you can catch me on Figabangin' with Ace and the crew, and we had a new episode this week, and we looked at the Flame Toys Star Saber figure, and that thing is really, really awesome for a not Gundam.
I saw that thing at
Yeah, dude, those Flame Toys kits are awesome.
No, I'm not talking about a model kit. I'm talking about the $400 action figure with the
LED. Yeah. They looked at the high end shit.
Yeah, the high end Star Saber. It's a goddamn Gundam. It really is.
Did they have that? Was that a TFCon on their table?
Yeah, it was. It came out right before.
It was.
Yeah, that thing looked crazy, man. Crazy good.
Beautiful.
But
cool,
as for also every Friday night here with you guys, and then one last place you can catch me on Fridays is the All Queued Up podcast with my friend Greg. New episode dropped today, and why don't you check that out and listen to it tomorrow? But thanks for kicking it here with us tonight. All right. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been busy as fuck. And
my God, dude.
Misty's been even busier. It's Girl Scout cookie season officially started this week. Got our cookies in, and we delivered Well, she delivered the first round of stuff on Saturday last week when I did the mini painting session, and then Madison had her first booth this evening for a couple of hours downtown, and then Misty delivered some cookies during that. And I'm coordinating and everything. But tomorrow we got more to deliver, and Madison has two booths that she's working tomorrow in Bristol, which is like 90 minutes away, but it's over like 30 seconds from my sister-in-law's house, so we're going to hang out over there and have a family day tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. But, tonight,
That's cool.
no stress here. Want to hang out and cover some news topics. Anybody have anything they want to get out of the way before we jump into that?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to go.
Let's rock it.
Man, I think we're good, man. Let's just rolling, man. We got a lot of good shit to get through.
Well,
Yeah.
First things first, breaking news. Within the past 2 hours, this broke.
Yeah.
This broke while we were in our pre-show planning session.
Way cool.
The co-writer of the recent Bad Boys for Life, Chris Bremner, has been hired to write a live-action movie adaptation film for Paramount Pictures and Hasbro. He's going to be writing a live-action movie of Mask, aka Mobile Armored Strike Command, the '80s action, the '80s action figure / playset and vehicle property that came out in 1985. So I am super excited about that. They've got F. Gary Gray. Man. F. Gary Gray is slated to direct the movie. So I feel that it's in pretty good hands. Bremner is no stranger to writing, blockbuster pictures. I just hope that they can tell a good movie, because I'm sorry, with the exception of the Bumblebee movie, I've yet to see a decent Hasbro movie go to screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's their name? Just G.I. Joe and Transformers and
the 5 Bayverse films, and then the 2 G.I. Joe films. The Rise of Cobra was garbage, and Retaliation was okay in parts.
Yeah, the first one was so bad, I never saw the second one, man.
The only thing good about the second one was Cobra Commander was actually done right instead of fucked up like in the first one. They kind of had a play on the Hiss tank. Firefly was awesome, and the Cobra Troopers looked pretty
Firefly was cool as shit, dude. He's the character for me that saved that movie for me, dude. I love him because he was great, man. But let me ask you about the first one that you said you hated on it a little bit. You didn't like the Baroness? Because I like to me, she was the only saving grace for that movie. I liked her. I thought she was badass. The only thing I didn't like the whole relationship with her and Duke though. But I liked the actress, and I like how they. Yeah, I didn't like that, but I liked her as a character.
I like the chick that plays her, man. She's hot to me.
She looked the part.
She looked. She did, and I thought you don't think so? I thought. Well, she didn't.
Terrible. That characterization. She was fine for what she was.
I thought she was badass.
But that characterization of the Baroness was dog shit.
Well, I guess I can see what you're saying. The character, I just thought the actress did a good job, and I thought the character was cool in a way, into the way where I thought I liked how they made her kind of a badass. But I do understand what you're saying. The way they wrote the character.
She's going to complain to the manager, and they're going to call her the Kareness.
Basically, yeah, she should be called the Kareness. Because I mean, she was totally a Karen before. The only reason she was a badass is because of the fucking mind control that her own brother was doing to her, making her the brother of Cobra Commander. That was fucking stupid.
I didn't like that. You know what you mean? Like there's a lot of aspects of the character I would like to just pick off and get rid of, but there was some stuff that was redeemable to it. I liked it. I liked
Her
some
look,
things
that
about
was
her.
it. She looked like the
Or,
character.
well,
And
it,
that
wasn't
was
just, it was more than her look. It was more than her look. I liked how she. Yeah, I like how she. Remember, she goes in and she just kind of tells that the one. Well, spoiler warning, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet. Anyway, that when she goes to tell her husband, right? And she basically tells him, I need you to I need you to arm this, and if you don't, we're just gonna basically kill everybody here. I just like how badass she was. I thought she came across as a real fucking ruthless
But
chick. That's what I'll
was
say.
she was only that way due to the nanomite control, though.
Yes, and that's the
So,
part I would like to get rid of. I want her to be that way because
but
she is that way.
by
Not,
proxy, though, without it, she's not a badass. She's just a
Yeah.
fucking Karen.
I know, and see, that's why I think they fucked. That's what
They
fucked her
fucked
up. I mean,
they
it
fucked
was-
everything up about that movie. Let's be fair.
Oh come on, you didn't like them in their stupid suits.
The fact that you just said they're stupid suits
Stupid
lets you
suits.
know what I think about their stupid fucking suits.
What you didn't like their stupid suits?
The stupid suits sounds so funny, dude.
What else? Hey,
Oh, man.
I don't know if this was in
Honey,
the notes or-
where's my stupid suit?
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about it last week. Did we talk about that trailer for that Transformers show that's going to be on Netflix?
Yeah, it looks great. I
I don't know.
We didn't
Dude, I
talk
think-
about it. I mean,
It's Transformer content, dude. So I'm gonna check it out. I know
Yeah,
I will because
that's not always a good
but-
thing.
not necessarily a good thing. You're right, but I'm still gonna check it out because I'm not gonna judge it off the trailer. All I will tell you is the trailer
Yeah.
kind of had me a little uneasy.
I'm
But-
intrigued. I'm intrigued, but I'm being very wary because it looks just like the shit they were doing on Machinima.
Yeah,
I
it
kinda
does.
agree
Like
with you.
the animation
That's
style
what
is
I'm-
exactly the same.
Six
Yeah,
20
that's
minute
why I'm concerned.
episodes is what they're saying is the season length
Yeah.
and runtime. So it's basically an animated movie split up into parts. The
Yeah,
look, I mean, from what they've said, it's being reported that they loaded the action figure, the CAD renders into their program
Yeah, yeah.
and animated it off of that. So you're, I mean, even
Yeah,
the
because like
fucking-
Optimus Prime's like got that cable on his back.
it's funny. I thought the Optimus looked exactly like the goddamn figure, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
yeah, and the 5mm
each version.
ports are there, and I thought it was I thought it was terrible when the fucking ongoing Transformers title on IDW, the artists were drawing in the fucking screw holes, but now
Oh,
you're
how
gonna see,
Oh my god, dude.
yeah, that's how bad it is over there. But
So
yeah, man,
bad.
nothing good Transformers media wise has really come out since Lost Light and Optimus Prime ended. And the Unicron 6-part series to wrap up that continuity in IDW. Everything they put out since then, with the exception of that one shot, Transformers 1984 number 0, which was really cool, and the miniseries focusing on the Constructicons, Transformers Galaxies, everything's been bad. A lot of Hasbro stuff. I want to get excited for it, but I'm having a hard time doing it. But
As
Yeah.
far as TV shows, ever since Prime, nothing's been good.
I think as far as producing content, I mean, toys wise, I think they're killing it. Like we talk about that a lot, but I think content wise, they got an uphill battle, man.
yeah, they
Um,
do.
And I think it's not even to where they need to just release something good. They need to release something good and then release another thing good and then release another thing good just to get a little bit of a reputation, man. Because most of it's just bad, dude. Live action or cartoon comics like across the board.
Yeah.
I like how you said they're killing it. That's pretty good. That's good. The only thing I would agree with you that they've vastly improved, but there's still some. Here's what they do. They'll make a great figure, and
Yeah.
then the next figure that comes out, they go back to their old ways for a minute. Right? There's a bunch of dumb shit, a bunch of hollow stuff,
I think that's
and then they'll do another really good one.
I think they're like that with Black Series, with Legends, but then with everything is what I'm saying. But I don't think of a toy company that's not like that literally just puts out banger after banger after banger, man. I mean,
I
SH
don't know.
Figure Arts, like they'll put out a figure with like a dumbass face sculpt or face paint or something here and there, and but then
Black Series is pretty good though, man. Black Series, they don't do very
they
many
haven't put
stinkers
out
in
a
the Black.
bad one in a long time. Ever since they started
Yeah.
face printing, man, they've been on point.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, Marvel Legends can every now and then I think has more stinkers for sure. On
Yeah,
it,
definitely.
there's always a wave where there's going to be one figure, and that wave you're going to go, oh,
Like I don't even know who the character
And
is.
that's the one they like to put the head in.
Yeah, for the
of
build
course, because they want.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get you though. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail us from toy guys.
No, you're
that's
fine.
yeah, that's.
I mean, we can talk more
know,
about Marvel Legends and our opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
on
But
Legends.
here's what excites me about this Mask movie though. Could we get toys from this motherfucker? Right?
Oh, for sure,
Well,
man.
here's the thing. Hasbro has gotten into the practice. I don't know if you've noticed. They don't produce toys unless there is some type of fiction or media to accompany it. That's why this G.I. Joe line is coming out when it did. Not because there's a cartoon, but that mobile game is called G.I. Joe Classified. Those renders of those figures are the exact character designs in that game. I tried to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I tried the game. I didn't.
Did you? Yeah, I was about to ask you if you played it because I haven't played it at all. I haven't tried it.
It's free to play. There's microtransactions that you
course there is.
can. Well, I mean, microtransactions aren't inherently evil. They're optional.
No, they're not.
You can
They're
still
not.
do
They're not.
everything. You can still do everything in the game if you just grind and put the time in. That's there for more of a convenience for people who don't have the time to spare, but do have that
Dude,
disposable income.
I just did one playing
I didn't-
Pokemon like 10 minutes ago.
I didn't mean for it to sound like I was saying it's bad.
No, I
But I
was
said-
bringing it up because usually when somebody says microtransactions, you automatically hear somebody grumble, pay to win. No, it's not the case.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's my thing. It'd be one thing if you were forced to do it, but
Exactly.
you can play the game without it, so there's not a problem. I don't have a problem with microtransactions as long as I'm not forced to do them.
Yep.
That's fine. As long as I can play the game and advance in the game without doing them, I'm okay.
All right, so quick question.
Sorry.
I want this opinion from everybody. Rob's been so quiet. You
Sorry,
look distracted, man.
a little bit.
So,
Family
We are-
messages. Sorry,
okay. As long as it's nothing important. Yeah.
nothing bad. It just
Okay. Seeing as how we're getting a live action Mask movie, and I hope that everything goes well and it comes out, in a decent amount of time. Do you think in maybe 2-3 years down the line, when this movie finally comes to fruition, if it does, we're getting a toy line? I think yes. What scale would you want it to be in? Would you want it to be similar to the original Mask toy line scale? Or
it would
you
have
want it
to almost be that because come on, Mask has to be the vehicles. Nobody gives a shit about the characters aside from Matt Tracker. it has to
fuck
be
you!
about the
I love some of the
Whoa!
characters, man.
Okay, you and I
They're
are
good characters.
we are an oddball group in this, but
Are we?
Mask
You think so?
Mask primarily. If you watch the Mask groups, that's all about the vehicles.
Well, you're right you're right about that. The vehicles are the true stars of the show, I would say.
Yeah, it's not
Which
like
is-
GI Joe. With GI Joe, it was the vehicles were there and they were a big part of it, but the characters in GI Joe were the thing. And Mask, you couldn't do a 6-inch Mask line because it's the smallest.
But you need
part
to
of
do
it.
those vehicles.
Right.
The mask is the vehicles are absolutely necessary. It would be like trying to. To me, like GI Joe without the vehicles is going to be tough enough. But you can pull that off.
He said 4-inch figures with vehicles. I think that'd be a good scale.
Yeah, I mean that's
it'd
basically
be-
the later GI Joe line.
Yeah, it's just GI Joe.
Well, yeah, Real American Hero was 3 3/4 in that scale, but I think
That's right.
it would be difficult to do Mask in that scale. I think though, Because think about how big Rhino would have to be if they were to redo a Rhino.
Yeah,
modern day
that's
Rhino.
Actually, no.
That's a good
I mean,
point.
think about how big the 3 3/4 Joe vehicles were. Look at how big some of those core vehicles are. It's not going to be any bigger than those. It's going to be expensive because of all the gimmicks. But that's one where you put that one at the premium price point, but all the other vehicles in between, like Thunderhawk and the Corvette. I can't think of the Corvette's name. The black one that turns into a
Raven.
submarine. Raven.
Right.
Um,
And then what about Condor is smaller? You'd be able to do Condor as a smaller
Yeah,
one.
Condor-
that's-
Condor would be an
was-
easy one though, because
Yeah.
think about
That was
remember the Cobra Mamba.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Mhm.
Condor
Yep.
just flips its blades back, and then
You
Right.
flips out its wings, and it's a jet.
You mean no?
Or no, I'm
Helicopter.
thinking of
Condor was the little green motorcycle that
yeah,
That turned into a
stand.
helicopter.
Yeah, it turned into
Yeah.
a helicopter. The blades folded up on the side of the back,
that would be
Mhm.
super easy. I was
Yeah.
thinking of the
And-
Mayhem's chopper.
and it would be the size of like the
Yeah.
Fangcopter, the little one-man
Right.
helicopter Cobra had.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, I don't. That kind of stuff wouldn't be too bad. You'd get a lot. I mean, that's what Mask was. Mask was a lot of smaller vehicles. I mean, it wasn't.
yeah.
There was some bigger ones, but a lot of it was smaller stuff.
Well, yeah,
Second
I mean-
wave outside of Rhino in the first wave. Second and third wave had a lot of big vehicles.
Not
Slingshot
Crazy big.
was an RV with a jet inside it.
Yeah.
Everything was big.
yeah.
That was bigger. That's
Goliath
true.
was huge. Fucking
Then you had what was the
Yeah, but
one,
they were all fairly simplistic too. They didn't
were
have the
simplistic,
crazy-
but you would think though. I don't think they would make them simplistic this time. This go around.
I don't know.
I mean, there wasn't
I'm not
even in the
sure.
show. There wasn't a lot to them. I mean, like Rhino, it was a full command center. That is a whole another ball game, and it's got a separate vehicle that pops out of it, and it's. But when you
Also
get into
remember
like
too.
a lot of them, just kind of popped up and folded up, or
Mm-hmm.
they had a secondary vehicle inside of them that was just another simple vehicle. So it wouldn't be
Mhm.
too hard to do those.
But
Boulder
it
Hill,
doesn't
man.
necessarily mean they're going to.
Oh,
Boulder
that's
Hill-
gonna wind
Boulder
up
Hill
being a
was cool.
fucking crowdfunder.
Yeah, Boulder
Yeah,
Hill
that's a
will
good
be a
one.
HasLab in 2023.
But keep in mind, dude, just it doesn't mean they're going to like go do this movie. This movie might not have everything from the original show in it. You gotta
No.
keep that in mind too. And it might have different, some new stuff. New, make some new things up too.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, they're
I mean, I'm fine with them keeping the names, and if they wanted to go with updated modern takes on the vehicle makes,
Oh,
like
not gonna lie.
Thunderhawk was a Camaro then.
I would love a Thunderhawk in a modern Camaro body. That would work
Mhm.
Yeah,
so well.
that'd be
Do
cool.
you think they do it
Great.
though? Would they do it because of
I think
Bumblebee?
they would because
I don't
Oh,
know.
shit.
Well,
but
they
they
got-
own both properties. It's not like they couldn't
Yeah.
get Chevy to play ball.
You,
right. They have a relationship with Chevy already.
It
Yeah.
would be a way for them to tie in Mask and the Transformers.
yeah, it could be like a-
Cybertronian technology allowed them to convert their vehicles into battle vehicles, and they have a prototype. Their first one is Thunderhawk, and it's a red Camaro.
Oh hell yes!
Yeah. I don't know if I like that or not.
And that's what they're doing.
I don't know if I like-
That's what they did in the fucking comics. I mean,
Yeah,
it was.
I get
I mean,
that,
that's
but
not the exact thing, but I mean, it was Cybertronian tech that gave them the ability for their.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know,
not-
man. It's Hasbro. They want to weave everything together. I'm sure they'll fucking work in some My Little Pony
I know.
magic somehow.
Yeah.
You're
I don't know.
probably right.
All
You're
I know
probably
is
right,
that-
but
Hurricane better still be a '57 Chevy.
what was the fucking one? Manta? Was that
Manta was
that
the
Manta?
300ZX.
Yep.
car that turned into like the yeah? It had the chick that drove it, right? I always liked that one. That was pretty badass. I
Yeah,
would-
that was
Vanessa
that was an
Butterfield.
early. That was a 300ZX.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
That was the first gen.
Yeah,
300.
it was a 300ZX. Exactly, that's what it was. I believe.
But could you imagine
Oh.
that done with a 370?
That'd be nuts, dude. That would be so crazy, dude. I mean, that was something. I don't know. As long as they get that right, dude, and just have the cars transformations look cool and shit, that's all they got to do. I mean, I think it'll be awesome. I don't know about attaching it to Transformers, but I'm sure they'll do that.
Honestly, I hope they don't, but they probably will.
Yeah, dude, I hope they don't
me
either,
too.
man. I hope people, because I know that's what they were talking about, like doing like the Hasbro shared universe. I'm like, just please stop. Like, it's just-
Yeah, Megatron showed up in Ponyville. That was a fucking enough, and now they're doing it again. I mean, I don't. A lot of the properties that they have in this shared universe they want, I loved as a kid. They don't need to fucking intermingle. I don't need G.I. Joe crossed over with my Transformers, and arguably that's the only one that does work
Dude,
well when it does work well, but not
I
always.
think they've kind of. I think properties have eased up on the gas from that ever since Justice League came out.
Yeah, well, and I don't think they got the reception they wanted with the comics. I don't think the reception was as good as they hoped.
No,
Yeah,
I know that they kind of killed it off real quick.
Pushing that for a minute.
Yeah, I don't think they've done any of it in the past year when Transformers Ongoing ended and they relaunched it. And I hope they don't go back to it. I really do, because I didn't need to see the Visionaries interact with fucking ROM, interact with Transformers, interact with G.I. Joe, interact with My Little Pony, interact with what else would they have in there? Fucking Micronauts. I don't need all that
weird
shit thrown into
like,
a blender and hit pulse.
Now, here's the thing.
That's
Like,
funny.
I was reading a lot of those crossover comics. Now, some of this shit, like, leave My Little Pony out of it. But, like, I always thought G.I. Joe always did work well with Transformers. And I think Mask kind of works well as an offshoot of G.I. Joe. And then bring it
to
in
an extent.
Well, and
Just
I
don't
can
let Tom
see...
Scioli write it.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point. I didn't hate all of it. Like some of the crossover stuff, I was really liking the idea. They just need better writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Transformers Visionaries
Right. I mean,
crossovers, I was starting to get into.
I mean, arguably out of the three, the ones that would work, out of all of them, the ones that would work best, if you involve Cybertronian tech, Micronauts, and Mask, and G.I. Joe would all work well with Transformers, and
Right.
to an extent, ROM. But Visionaries, they were from another dimension, time displaced, like just completely different universe. And My Little Pony, I mean, fuck, man.
Yeah,
But even then,
it works good as a satire thing, but they pulled out a satire and went serious. It's like, no.
How many little girls do you think really want to see Megatron popping up in Ponyville? Come on.
Yeah, it's on either side of the fandom.
Mm-hmm.
You got
no, probably. All those
my daughter
all
took one
those
look at that and went, just no.
You think the Bronies got angry
What about
when it happened?
Yeah. The Bronies got mad about it? You think they'd be happy?
That's what I'm asking them. The Bronies?
Oh.
Come on.
You think they would like it, right? I don't know.
No.
Every time someone says bronies, it fucking makes me laugh, dude. I'm sorry. Just saying.
But
No, they hate mails. Me. Come on.
But yeah, I kind of hope they keep it the original scale. Rob and Russ, you think a 3 3/4 would work? What about you, Sam? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I would say 3 3/4, like no bigger than that. Maybe I think they could do the original scale that they did because I think it works with the line. Why upset that?
See, I'm in that, I'm in that pocket. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
those original figures were pretty articulated.
They had straight arms, head swivel, hips. They had 7 POA because they had bending knees.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
For the time, that wasn't bad, especially for what they were.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what they can do with that scale now. I mean,
well, look at those acid rain figures in the 1/24th scale, which is what the master scale was.
That's true.
And
That's true.
They've got the articulation of a 3 3/4 figure. That it
Yeah.
does.
So they're painted well and everything. I think, Josh, I think that's what I do because I'm not of the mindset that like every line needs to be cohesive, man. I think do what works best for the line, and then it's gonna do well because of that. I think like with the 6-inch GI Joe stuff, like I think it's cool, but I don't think it's. I don't want to say not necessary, but I think if they brought that back in 3 3/4, I think it would do as well, maybe. But then
See, I'm
I
hoping
mean-
they are going to bring that. I'm hoping they will bring back 3 3/4, Joe. I'm hoping they will as well.
Oh,
I'm
no.
hoping we could do like Star Wars. We've got 6" and 3 3/4" at the same time. I would like.
yes,
Good.
yes. I'll say Star Wars does it. Marvel did it for a while.
Yes.
And I was collecting
So I think you
the Marvel Universe 3 3/4 figures. I still wish they had that line. I'm like Dakota. I was upset that they took it away.
I almost got into them, man, because they made like the Jim Lee X-Men crew, like the whole crew. Almost.
They did a good job on those figures too.
Yeah,
they were
cool,
nice. They were
man.
nice. I'm just a big 6" scale. That's kind of the scale I like because I like the bigger scale for more because it gives them the chance to do more detail because it's bigger. It's a bigger canvas to work with.
Yeah,
But at the same time, there are certain classic figure lines that I think look better.
I think that's a misconception, though. You can get the exact same detail in a 6" figure as you can in a 3 3/4 because they're all working off a 2-up.
Right.
I guess you can, but it doesn't show up good. It just doesn't show up as good.
That's also untrue. I paint 28mm miniatures, Russ, and you've seen the detail in those.
So what's
Okay,
that?
but Josh, that's you, Josh, not Hasbro.
What's
Yeah,
that?
no,
Make
I'm
it
just
pop,
saying.
not
Yeah.
Because I've heard
You know?
people say like that the box size for like Marvel Legends and then Black Series is like or like something about like how like the scale with like how like a 3 3/4 inch figure felt in your hand as a kid versus how like a 6" figure does. It's like it has something to do with that. I don't know where I heard that from.
I heard somebody say something like that too. Because when you're a little kid, your hands are smaller.
Yeah,
So when you're
feels
bigger,
the same in your hand. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I know. And I was,
That's a interesting.
I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, like for me, I've messed with the modern Joe stuff, the 3 3/4 modern Joes.
Mhm.
They were really
Fucking
good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, dude, they were good.
I had
Like,
almost
I've got
everything.
no problem with those. They're amazing.
Dude, so Russ,
Yeah, I
real
gotta-
quick on that, when I had before like they came out with the 7" versions, I had all those quarter scale NECA Ninja Turtles, and like that to me was one of the big appeals because I felt like a little kid because they were like this fucking big, you know what I mean? So it's like I was like I just feel like
What are you talking about? You're barely scaled bigger than a little kid anyway.
Well, dude, and imagine how big that quarter scale figure was in my hands, man. I was like, oh man, it's like I'm like a little kid again. Like, do you remember what's that movie, Half Baked? Whenever they're like all high and they're like getting candy, and he gets that Abba Zaba bar. It's like this big.
Abba Zabba, you my only friend.
He bites it. It's like, yeah, it was like the first time they smoked, and he's like they're like in the convenience store and he gets it, like as big as a suitcase. That's how I felt opening those toys, man. I was like, these things are awesome.
But see that those those quarter scale are a good example of what I mean by I feel like typically not always, but I mean a lot of the time though a bigger scale figure tends to allow these companies to I feel like do more detail and show more detail. Doesn't necessarily mean that they do, but I feel like there's a better like I'm saying
like kind of what Josh was saying. Like they took those like the 7" turtles they released. They're exactly the same. They're just small.
Right,
like
and
every speck of detail is the same. You know,
and that's cool when they do that, and they can do that. I just feel like you have a better chance of doing better detail on a bigger figure, the bigger scale figure, than you do a smaller one. Because I feel like smaller scale, I figure they half-ass things a lot, you know. And I don't know. It aggravates the shit out of me sometimes.
They do because I guess I think they get a pass because it's like those.
Yes,
like
I think they do too.
With the masterpiece toys, which like I don't own any of them, but like the spike, like they don't even have like face paint or anything, and I think they could, you know, I think that they could,
because those are just put in as an afterthought. Nobody gives a shit about them.
But that's what I mean. But again, why throw it in then? Then why throw it in?
Yeah, and
so they can justify that price point, and you fucks think that it's okay.
Right.
I mean, I don't buy that shit, but like, I feel like if I was
All
gonna,
these accessories you're getting, that are going to stay in your fucking box. Come on.
you don't want that
Yeah.
mush
that.
spike.
I don't give a shit about any
Face,
spot.
his face looks like a Cinnabon. You know, it's
Cinnabon. Fucking glorious. I love
yeah.
it.
I think that is the
Oh,
thing where like, oh, we can't do it in this scale. Like, no, I don't know.
But
Josh, you got me.
Answers, you know.
do what, Russ?
I think I want. You got me rethinking the whole thing. I want mask and small the normal size now because I remember how much fun I had with those little figures, man.
Dude, they were
Yeah,
really
those little, like,
good.
But, man, it's the vehicles, and they gotta. I feel like they gotta commit to that.
They do,
Just,
and
just to separate themselves, because if they were gonna do like a 6-inch scale mask, they're gonna do the figures but no vehicles, just because they just can't in that scale, and then that toy line is just gonna blend in with Legends, Black Series, Lightning Collection, Fortnite, all the figures in the same scale that already are competing for that little pocket of the market. So I feel like they need to go to what made them successful in the first place, and they got a little niche already. So
yeah, because there's not much out there in that scale at all. There's nothing really scale hardly. I mean, it's
Especially
a little
with,
bit,
like,
but not.
and for me, it's the scale and the gimmicks. And I feel like the bigger the scale gets, the more they lose those gimmicks.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Just because of cost.
especially doing the vehicles. Right, if you want the vehicles to be affordable and stuff like that too, and be able to sell them, and I feel like you have to do that. That'd be great, though, man. I don't know. You kind of make it. You change my mind on it. I want that. I want that normal scale, the original scale back.
You know what's odd to me is they call it mask and while it alludes to hey, the masks are the star of the show, they're really not. It was always about the vehicles. But I don't think they could think of a good fucking acronym for vehicle.
Yeah,
that'd be tough.
Wasn't
They wear masks, so we'll just call it mask.
the whole thing is when they would remember they would put their masks on when they would put their vehicles in their battle modes and all that. But wasn't the mask like connected to the vehicle in some way or some shit like that? I don't remember if it was. But, I thought there was some.
It's been so long since I watched it.
I know, me too, dude. God, what a great show. That was like must.
You say that now.
It is really hard to go back and watch that show. But
I'm sure it doesn't age well. I mean,
no.
Yeah, it's like all of us.
Well, yeah. Hey, like a fine wine.
Shit.
No,
man,
I got like fucking milk.
I got warranties. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
No, in any case, a live action movie would be killer, though, dude. I'd love to see that, to see what they can do with it.
Well, we've been gushing over it for 30 fucking minutes. I mean, that just shows you how excited we are.
Yeah.
That just shows you how excited we are about that as a property.
Yeah.
Vask. What the fuck is that, Nero?
Well,
Vask.
I think he just meant like vehicular armored strike command.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Oh, that was very funny. Create the acronym. Okay. Hey, Sunday Heat's in the chat. Hi. What's up, bud?
What's up?
So, shifting from that property to a completely different property, DC seems to have I wouldn't call it a hit on their hands, but the books are hot right now. The cameo, yeah, that Hansel, he's so hot right now.
So hot,
God.
Batman number 89 was the first cameo appearance of the Joker's new girlfriend, Punchline. And then Villain, Hell Arisen number 3 was her first full appearance. Those books are selling for $40 and $50 respectively on eBay, so they're hot right now. And I don't think it's anything to do with the character. I think it's just because it's first appearance of what people are hoping to be a key character long term, and hoping on maybe
like an early investment.
Early investment. It's exactly all I see it as.
I listen to what you said, though. Then it has something to do with the character, though. Like you said, I don't think it has to do anything with the character, but because it's her first appearance, then that's about the character.
I mean,
is what
no,
bothers
her characterization, the way she's written, that's what I mean by that.
Oh, okay. I got you. You mean like her? Like, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, all right.
Just like the same way, I think the only reason Harley Quinn was ever fucking popular is just because she was Joker's girlfriend.
Yeah, you're
All right.
saying that, man.
Hey, let all the Harley Quinn lovers come out right now. Let's do it.
At me, I
Send
don't
all
give
your
a
hate
fuck.
mail to.
At me, I don't give a fuck.
I will tell you this.
She wasn't a great character in Suicide Squad. I'm sorry, I just didn't like her.
But she was great in the animated series.
Absolutely, but the animated series itself was great as a whole.
True that.
She was just a good part of it. I'm not going to deny that at all. And she was awesome in the Arkham games, and she's been awesome in the comics. I've yet to see an adaptation of her that was great.
I liked her in Suicide Squad, but then again, I enjoyed the movie. So I'm one of the few. Well, I can't be one of the few because the movie
There's like
made a lot of money. Okay.
Of you, man, for sure. You're not alone.
Yeah,
You and
like,
Pinkerton and
You guys can all fit in a sedan.
Yeah, like a clown car. Great.
Well, if you're in it, it's defaulted to a clown car if you're in it. So,
Hey, do you think there's anyone on Earth whose favorite movie is Birds of Prey?
There's gotta be somebody.
I mean, if
know,
somebody
Tim,
has seen that in the past month, and that is their favorite movie ever, I
don't know if enough people.
I want to buy them a Netflix subscription, just for a month, and say, "Here, it's on me.
Watch The Irishman. Watch anything
watch
else.
anything fuck else."
Yeah.
It's gonna be because it's gonna be on Netflix in about a month. So give it time.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, it'll go
I'm
to
just saying.
DC's fucking
Yeah, that's a bummer.
streaming service.
I know. I'm just being funny, dude. I'm just it's yeah. But anyway, I mean, I don't know. But see, hold up. I'm not gonna blame the failure of that movie on the character Harley Quinn. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous.
There's a lot.
I mean, I am.
See, not me.
I'm blaming it more on the marketing. Was terrible. The marketing was terrible. Birds of Prey are not that well known to the public, so they shouldn't have called it Birds of Prey. Harley Quinn was better known. However, all the trailers were nothing but Harley fucking Quinn in it.
True.
I don't think she's a strong enough character to carry her own movie. She just isn't.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's no way to know now because they didn't give it a chance. It's like they didn't even try to do a Harley Quinn movie. They did. And originally, wasn't the movie supposed to be called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey?
No, it was originally called Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of One Fantabulous Harley Quinn.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be just gonna be a Harley Quinn movie, and then they changed it to Birds of Prey. So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, dude. I'm not sure.
They don't know what they're doing.
Well, they don't. I mean, it's terrible, dude. It's DC. It's a fucking DC movie. That's why. But they'll fuck up a free lunch, man. What can you do, man?
They are very hit and miss. They'll have something great like Superman. Man of Steel was great.
Man of Steel was great. Aquaman
Wonder Woman was great. Aquaman was fucking. I loved Aquaman. Was it a great movie? Not so much, but it was a fun and a decent movie. But I fucking loved it because I love Aquaman.
Yeah, I know. You're biased. You're gonna love it because it's fucking Aquaman. Of course.
No. I don't like Momoa as him. I wish there were anybody else.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you didn't care for Momoa playing the character. I do remember you saying that.
The lore and stuff that was told and done in that movie was wonderful. I mean, come on. You got to see them riding goddamn seahorses and fucking sharks. It was fucking cool.
Yeah, it was pretty badass. I do gotta admit, I liked how they had the whole underwater world. They did a good job of it. It was kind of awesome. You know?
They really did.
Yeah, that was really cool. So I mean, and like I said, you're right. They will hit on some stuff, and it will do great. But when they fucking fall, oh, it's terrible, dude. It's like they they
because
fail
it's such
miserably.
because it's such a vast departure of what they are capable of doing wonderfully. And you're like, okay, this fucking works great. Let's try this
Yeah.
instead. Ah, fuck! People didn't like that. I don't know why.
It's so silly, man.
Fucking cock smooches. I swear to God.
I think they're gonna do, and I think they're still doing the sequel to Suicide Squad. I'm pretty sure they're still gonna do that.
They are. James Gunn is writing and directing it, so it'll be obviously better than the first one.
Well, we'll see, because I know Will Smith's not going to be in it, so I wonder who they're going to get to play Deadshot now.
Deadshot's not in the movie.
He's not going to be in the movie?
No.
What? Why?
Why would he be? He went back to prison.
Because I like Deadshot.
But why would he be in the movie? He went back to prison at the end of the first one. There's no real need
So
to
what?
include it.
They're all in prison. It's Suicide Squad. They're all stuck in prison. That was the whole point.
His whole deal was to do it so he could see his daughter. That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's say, hey, you want to see your daughter again? Do it. Amanda Waller would totally do that.
His daughter got a coronavirus in between films. That's why he's not.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, Josh is going to hell. I love it.
Bad.
Gotta be a hell to go there.
Good point.
All right.
No, all right. So anyway, go ahead.
I just.
Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about punchline.
It remains to be seen if this is just because it's a key issue, a hot issue because it's a first appearance of who people anticipate.
Yeah.
Maybe huge, maybe the next Harley Quinn. I don't think it's going to turn out to be that. I think they're just hoping. But, we'll look at it in a year and see what her popularity is based on her actual characterization because, they've really not given anybody anything to really get who she is other than the Joker saying, oh, she's the funniest person I've ever met in my life. He's also a raving fucking nutbag lunatic, so how reliable is his information?
She's
Right.
She's kind of like really. I think she's the way her character is. She's kind of quiet and kind of like demented. I don't know, or a little like sadist, sadist. Like I don't know. It's like
Sadistic?
the way I was reading it. I gotta read I gotta try to find those comics and read them. I gotta pay $40.
They're on eBay for $90. For $90, you can have both of them.
Yeah, that's about $90. Dude, I tell you something. I buy 2 comics for $90. My wife's gonna cut something off me. Okay. She goes, are you out of your fucking mind? Comic books for $90?
She would have to fucking cut off more than just one thing to make up for the part of that.
You know what? Listen, you one-legged fuck. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
I know how much that leg was worth, by the way. Just for him to slice that sumbitch off was $25,000.
What?
Really?
Yes.
They charge you $25,000 to cut off your fucking leg?
No, that was just the actual amputation procedure. That doesn't include anything else. Just that was $25,000.
You know how much that sucks, dude? It's like, good, you took something from me, and you're charging.
Yeah, how the fuck?
Yeah, how's that work?
I don't know, man. It's the American healthcare system. We're 27th in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking terrible.
Out of what, 27? I don't know.
Out of 181 developed nations or 183 developed nations, yeah. But, hey.
27, huh?
Yeah, we were number 6 in 1990, if that tells you anything.
Wow. So you fall off. Anyway, everybody, go read those comics and tell us what you think about Punchline.
So far, I'm not impressed, but,
I hope what I thought was going to happen happens. I hope they kill her off. I hope people get really excited and then they whack her ass. I'm going to laugh.
Dude, I'd love for the Joker to be the one to do it.
Yeah, it'd be great. Wouldn't it? That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be
she,
cool.
like she calls him Puddin' or something. He's like, you
Nope.
don't get to call me that, and just puts a bullet in her brain.
Yeah, especially if she's like gaining traction or something. Like that'd be like a bold move writing wise. I think that would be cool.
That'd be kind of fun, I have to admit. All right. I think we've devoted enough time to punchline.
Yeah, all that build up, and it was such a shitty punchline.
Yeah, all right.
Wah, wah.
So
I love
Tuesday, there was some pretty major news announced out of the House of Mouse. Bob Iger, effective immediately, was stepping down from the chief executive officer role. He is remaining on as one of their creative strategy consultants through the remainder of his tenure, which ends at the end of 2021. But he's going to stay on in an advisement capacity to the new CEO and work more hands-on in the creative aspects of all their projects. The new guy that is stepping in, he was the chairman of Disney Parks Experiences and Products, and he's got over 25, I think 27 years of service with the company. So he's being groomed to take Iger's place. The guy's name is Bob Chapek or Chapek, Chapek. So does
Gotta be
this?
named Bob.
Yeah, you have to be Bob. As long
Gotta
as
be
you're
Bob.
Bob, your name Bob, you can be CEO of Disney.
Hey, wait a minute.
Indeed.
We know a couple Bobs.
There's a hope.
Good point.
There is.
There.
So
The belt is built on hope.
what? Yeah.
Indeed.
What are you guys' thoughts? What kind of impact do you think this is going to have? I mean,
Nothing,
as soon
man.
as it announced, within an hour, their stock price dipped 2.5%. But let's be fair, they probably
That's
recouped
normal.
that by now.
That could have been.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think there's going to be any changes that we're going to see or notice. I think it's going to be. I think they
Agreed.
just do stuff like this, right?
I mean, it's
I think
corporations. People take over via people retiring, passing away, what have you, all the time. I don't.
Yeah.
I think it'll just carry on business as usual, and I think they're still presumably going to be left in good hands. And I mean, Iger's still there for the next 22 months. It's not like he's going out the door and already on vacation on his own private island somewhere.
Right.
Yeah,
And I
they'll still
would
run
want that. Yeah, I think he needs to be around to kind of groom the next person.
Yeah, I don't know. He has played an important part of Disney's growth in the time he's been running things. But at the same time, I think like it's set up to where I like Disney was going to grow. It was growing anyway. You know what I mean? I always felt like he kind of came on and he was. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to take credit from him. He played a part of it, but I'm saying like Disney's always going to be an expanding monster. Yeah, they print your own money. Right? That's kind of what I always say about Disney. They print their own money. They're like
that's
whether he's there or not. Yeah, but not when it's Disney because they print their own money.
I think you can only redeem it legally in their parks, though.
Yeah, probably, but it is like a whole other world there, or land. There you go. See what I did there? Yeah, I feel like they're going to be fine. They're going to keep growing. They're going to keep ruling everything. They're going to keep buying shit up. Remember, there's always the rumors that they're going to snake DC away.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Please do that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh God.
speaking of rumors, AT&T has merged with Warner Brothers, and some jackass wrote an opinion piece because he talked to some dude, and some dude said, "Oh yeah, if this 5G doesn't go well, they're shutting down comics because comics are dead anyway."
Malarkey.
That's so stupid.
I mean,
That's
print
so
comics.
stupid.
Print comics may be extinct outside of trade paperbacks or omnibuses, in maybe a decade, but I don't foresee it happening anytime soon because they still have a lot of digital subscriptions out there and a lot of love. And I'm sorry if they shut it down, people would riot. No, okay. When I say people would riot, I mean,
People would
like
definitely sign
millions
petitions.
of fucking angry fucking nerds would be signing petitions from their mom.
Be a lot.
All the petitions would be fucking just orange fingerprints all fucking over them and a few yellow spots that Mountain Dew still on them.
Cheeto dust. Yeah.
Cheeto dust and Mountain Dew residue. I just don't see any validity to that. That's fucking rude.
Nah, I don't either.
It is.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, but I don't know. Like I still think DC. I mean, not DC, Disney. Got me thinking about DC now. I think Disney will just keep rolling on no matter who's at the helm, man. It's almost like it's like
almost like it's on autopilot.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's a living, breathing entity on its own. It's just going to keep doing what it does. You know, and they're going to keep making money like crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's what they do. I mean, shit, motherfuckers paid what $5 billion to Lucas to buy Star Wars. 4.2 billion. You think they haven't made that back?
They
haven't made it back in spades already?
They paid it back, yeah. Well, they paid more than that for Pixar. They paid what? Was it 11 or 15 billion for Pixar?
Wow.
And of course they paid what 77 billion for Fox. So
okay, they got a lot with Fox though too. So I mean, I get that too, but they'll make that. They'll make that, and again, they have the cash to do it, and they'll make it back in no time. It ain't going to take long. Wow, so we pumping X-Men out movies out in no time for that. Like, all right, maybe they'll buy Sony next.
Brink, he said, "What the hell does the 5G cell network have to do with DC Comics?" Because AT&T owns
That's a lot of fucking money.
AT&T's umbrella owns basically DC Comics and the Warner Brothers and DirecTV. They fucking
Well, here's the thing though. They're talking about this 5G rollout like people have a fucking choice. It's just like when they rolled out from 3G to 4G and all that. It doesn't matter what the fuck they put out there. It's gonna do exactly what it's gonna do. People are still gonna buy the fucking phones, and in a couple of years, when 5G is normal, every fucking phone will be on it.
Sure.
What are they worried about doing well?
It's one dumb douche canoe fucking trying to cause panic because he thinks he knows something and he doesn't. This coming from one dumb douche canoe that's not trying to create a panic and thinks he knows something but he doesn't. One douche canoe to another.
That's so funny. Anna said she thinks eventually Disney currency will be the currency. Like so you're gonna have a bunch of dollar bills with Mickey Mouse on them.
Yeah, dude.
Our money. When they rule the world, I guess.
The Google Disney empire.
Jesus
Right?
Christ. God. Oh, Lord have mercy.
All right.
The world. All right. Sorry. What's up?
What was that?
I was thinking, I'm sorry. What's up, man? I was side.
No, what were you going to say about the world?
No, I was just like, dude, the fucking craziness of the world if Disney was to fucking run it. If the world just turned into a Disney run fucking. I don't know if it'd be utopia or dystopia. I'm trying to figure out what it would be.
It'd probably be a utopia to a lot of people.
I think
I'm sure there are people that would think it would be a dystopia. Speaking of potential dystopian societies, the coronavirus is out there, right?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Well, every year in what's that, Sam?
I said we're out here.
Yeah. Every year in San Francisco, one of the biggest gaming events in the nation is held in mid-March, the Game Developers Conference. It's a pretty big event. It's been going every year since 1988. But because some big names like Epic Games and Microsoft have already withdrawn, GDC organizers said, you know what, we're just going to postpone this until later in the summer. Because of the coronavirus. So they're, travel has been started to be shut down in places. I know one of the friends of the show was talking about how he travels for work normally, and they said they suspended and postponed any and all travel for his job today indefinitely. I mean, there's, nobody needs to panic, but precautions do need to be taken into consideration. But I mean, this is just the first of who knows how many events that we're going to see postponed or canceled worldwide. This just doesn't apply. I mean, Game Developers Conference, it's not. People are like, well, who cares about that? Well, video game players like me,
Right.
Yeah.
If the Game Developers can't conference, how are they going to come up with cool ideas and marketing strategies to give me more stuff to play? I mean, there's more to it than that, but still, it's just scary, and it makes me think in hindsight, with Toy Fair being this past weekend.
Oh my gosh, dude. Exactly.
It's like, oh Jesus, what are the odds that there's potentially somebody there? So I think these larger events where there's a lot of people are going to start getting postponed. That's just me.
Somebody had it like 2 towns over from me, man.
Dude, no, there was a guy. There was an unidentified person within an hour of here that was tested for it this week, and they turned out to be negative. So I'm like,
Damn.
shit, here, fuck.
I know a couple of them have
Yeah,
popped
you're
up from
fucked,
Milwaukee too. That's not that far from me.
Other than the top of your mountain, Josh.
Yeah, but I'm here
Yeah.
I'm here amongst the goat fuckers, man. If the goat fuckers are already getting it, I'm doomed.
Like Josh is the place where, like, if a zombie apocalypse broke out, I'm like, fuck that. Let's head up in the mountains, right? Zombies.
That's the
can't climb
place you
mountains
want to
too
go.
well.
Oh, they can
Go
climb
up
them,
there.
It's the place you want to be.
But you might not be able to escape the coronavirus someday.
No, modern medicine doesn't exist here. That's why they charge $25,000 to use a fucking hacksaw on a leg.
Yeah, for real.
Have a shotgun on standby just in case it didn't
God.
take.
It's okay. I told Josh, hold still. What's that? Josh like, what's that cold metal thing up against my head? Oh, it's a shotgun. Hold still, son.
And bite down on this stick wrapped in this leather belt.
He didn't make it. We got to put him down.
Yeah, right. Oh, God, brutality. Oh man.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, we went down a dark path there, guys. My bad.
That's okay. I always take it dark somehow.
Nice.
Speaking of dark sides, big Star Wars announcement this week.
Indeed.
The Lucasfilm is launching Star Wars: The High Republic publishing campaign this year. These are new stories that are set to explore the Star Wars galaxy set 200 years prior to the events of The Phantom Menace. This is a publishing-only event, and it's going to be explored through multiple avenues in both adult and young adult novels, children's books, and comics from publishers including Disney, Lucasfilm Press, Del Rey, IDW, and Marvel. It was previously referred to as Project Luminous, and it began back in 2018. Set in an era where the Galactic Republic and the Jedi Order are at their zenith, and it's going to kick off at an event referred to only as the Great Disaster, and the enemy force is going to be called the Nile, spelled Nihil, but sounds like Nile River. But they aren't a species. They're more of
That's interesting.
because they showed some artwork, some concept art. Like one was a Twi'lek, one was I think there was a Quarren. They were talking about the Gran being part of it. Gran is like remember Reese from Return of the Jedi, like the goat-faced fucker with 3 eye stalks and
Yeah,
those big
yeah,
forearms,
yeah.
Popeye
Yep.
forearms.
Mhm.
Like those people are
Yep.
part of it. I think even the Gand, which was the race that Zuckuss is a part of, I think
The
they're
motherfucking
involved. Yeah, the motherfucking Zuckuss. I'm sorry, his correct full legal name.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, so it's interesting. It's not a species, but a faction. But you know, they're presenting these from some of the authors, Claudia Gray,
Yeah, she's
Justina
awesome.
Justina Ireland, Daniel Jose Older, Kavan Scott, and Charles Soule. Uh, Charles Soule wrote the Darth Vader comics, and those were awesome.
Yeah, I think he did the second run. I think Jason Aaron did the first one,
Yeah, Jason Aaron did the first one, Soule did the second
Yeah.
one.
and then the second one. Not to say the first one was bad, but I think the
I
second
think
one
the
was.
second one was better.
Claudia Gray, she wrote Bloodline. She wrote that book
Yeah,
with
Bloodline.
and
Bloodlines is good. That's a good one.
shit. What was
Yeah.
that one called? I don't know, but it's one of the new canon books. But that was a good one too.
Mhm.
She's
Yeah.
awesome. So they got some good people on hand, and a couple things like that I've just seen about this kind of era. It's like they talk about the Galactic Republic doesn't have as much of like a foothold as they do, like when we
Yeah.
see them in the Mess. So there's a lot of areas in space where they don't have power, control, or influence, and I think that's just interesting, man. Just to see that.
Knight of Ren said it's pronounced Soul, not Soule.
Oh yeah, that's what everyone says. And I think he said.
Well, I apologize for the mispronunciation. I will try to remember that. It's Charles
We
Soule.
tell Charles Soule to take the E off the end of his name, man, if he doesn't want people to say that.
Yeah. It just no need to church it up. I mean, shit. Soul.
Yeah, no, man. Sorry, Charles Soule.
Take the U out and people will pronounce it the right way. Soul.
Yeah, like Sawyer shit.
Listen here, Ren, you little fucking, I don't know what the fucking dictionary, E.B. Brown, get the fuck out of here. Correct me, Sule.
So anyway, I don't. Hey,
nuts.
if I mispronounce something, I want to be corrected because I want to know how to say it properly. So some other jackoff doesn't say, "God, you fucking moron! Don't you know how to say that word?" Well, I would like to know how to say the word. So yeah, soul.
So you want Ren to be the moron that says you fucking moron? Oh, sorry, Ren. I mean, God,
no. I'm just saying I would rather be informed of the proper way to pronounce something rather than just somebody saying, "Listen to this fucking douchebag. He's from the fucking South. He's dumber than fuck. He doesn't know how to pronounce words and shit."
Josh got that complex. Man. He's from the South.
Thanks, Ren, for educating us. We really appreciate it.
Anyway, the first wave of the High Republic titles are the High Republic Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, an adult novel through Del Rey Books. It's available for pre-order. The High Republic ongoing Marvel comic book series by Cavan Scott. The High Republic Adventures by Daniel Jose Older, which is going to be an IDW comic book series, and I believe it's going to be for young adults, younger readers instead of older readers, like the Marvel title. The High Republic: A Test of Courage, which is a middle grade novel, so I guess it's between young adult and adult, I guess. Test of Courage, written by Justina Ireland. And Into the Dark by Claudia Gray, which will be a young adult novel from Disney Lucasfilm Press. Both of the last two are. So
that's cool, man.
That's what we have on that. And if you want any more information of stuff that is already out there, one certain masked reviewer, Robert Boneface, put out an excellent Force Friday video Bobby Skullface, for those of you that aren't aware. And if you're watching this channel, how are you not aware? But he put out an excellent Force Friday video giving even more detail about the High Republic era. So don't go watch it right now. But if you haven't seen it, after you're done watching us, go watch it.
I actually have to. I have to watch it still. So,
What
Bobby probably isn't gonna know it.
What kind of
I
friend are
know
you that you haven't watched his video already today, Rex?
I can totally see. I can totally see Bobby saying, "I haven't heard anything from that douchebag yet." I have to comment on every video. Right? So, that douchebag hasn't said nothing yet. Shit.
Wow.
But I think it's
man.
cool. I mean, I'm glad that we are getting more Star Wars content, and I'm glad that it's
Yeah, me
finally.
too.
I can't say that it's completely moved away from established stuff because it's still the Republic, and I guarantee you Yoda is going to be involved in some fucking way, form, or fashion.
Yeah, they gotta have something. But just
Yeah.
off aesthetics alone, we're getting a different look. I think
Yeah.
than we've, which I like, man. Which I like.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like we'll probably get a lot of new characters introduced too, which is nice. I mean, that's like I said. I wanted them to go away from the main like Skywalker saga for so long. I mean, we're still going to have a character from that. Yoda will be around, I'm sure. But
What I hope with Yoda is if he makes
know.
an appearance, it's an appearance.
Yeah, it's
Me
like
too.
a cameo.
That's
He
that's
just shows
here.
up to dispense some sage advice in a goofy fashion and leave.
I don't want him to be
Yeah.
the anchor or anything for it because I don't think they need.
I-
I think the
I
anchor,
don't-
like I said before, is that it's Star Wars. I think that's
I
enough.
don't-
I agree.
I don't need flipping frog Yoda fucking dancing around everywhere on my screen. I don't need that shit. No.
No, I just think that I want to see some other. I just want to see something stand on its own, away from our normal, saga. I want something,
Yep.
And
and I don't think I think it will. I don't think they need any of those characters to come with it. So
And I think Transformers needs to do the exact same goddamn thing. Get away from G1. It's old, it's tired, it's getting played out. Give us something new.
But see, you say that. Hold up. But you say that. But so many people bitch and they want G1, G1, G1. Like I agree with you, but I feel like this.
There's a ton of fans out there that aren't getting what they should be getting. We've been spoiled to death with G1 shit.
Oh man,
We have been.
I agree, but it's. I feel the same. Like
Give
I
us-
actually am tired of G1.
I am. Yes, I'm still collecting,
Yeah,
and
me too.
I want. There's still
Yeah.
a few G1 figures I want in Masterpiece. I mean, I'm talking
Sure.
about for fiction, the comics, any novels, because there are Transformers books out there. Granted, they're not that fucking good, but there have been a few. The movies, get away from G1 for a while. Shows, and this new series we're getting on Netflix, it's G1 again.
Yeah, it feels a lot of G1 feel to it. I think it's why whenever I like third party companies do like an aesthetic that's away from G1. Like I mean one of the attractions for me of a lot of figures is if it looks different from a G1 model, I seem to enjoy it a lot more. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really do. Now there's some characters I do like the G1 look, like the Stunticons. I appreciate their G1 look, but at the same time, I like the IDW Stunticons too. So you know what I mean. I kind of I like that evolved look better at times.
Those T-Beast designs from those art books. That
Yes,
fucking Generation
yes.
Toy Side Swap Bull that's getting ready to drop, that thing looks fucking amazing. I love
pretty
the
cool.
look of that.
Pretty cool.
And that's cool, but I'm not even talking like redesigned existing characters.
Right,
I just say give us something fucking new.
No, I agree with you.
Give us
Yeah,
something that is Transformers in name only and loosely base it, or base it in that universe, but away from the core cast we've had for the past.
See, that's tough though because
40 fucking
that's
years.
tough because Transformers without Prime and Megatron is just hard to sell people.
You can
I think that's
have
hard for
a
people to
Prime
buy.
and a Megatron.
You
They
know,
just don't have to be
it just doesn't have to be.
the same Prime
Right.
and Megatron like it always is anymore.
That's That's a good point.
You
That's
know,
a good point.
but
You know, when I try to introduce my son, when I try to introduce my son to G1, my son's G1 was Armada and all that stuff, right? That's kind of what he like. I was like, I didn't really care for it that much, but when he first saw Megatron, like G1 Megatron, he's like, that's not Megatron.
but dude,
And I said, yes, that is. He's like, oh.
I bet he adored the Unicron trilogy too, didn't he?
He did. He does. He still. It's one of the reasons he got kind of like he doesn't really like Transformers now because he did.
Because
they're
they
not.
aren't
That's not what he.
Transformers.
Exactly. He kind of was like,
franchise does not belong to G1 fans.
No,
the franchise
you're right.
is
I agree with you.
and it has many iterations, and it's time for something else to take the spotlight. I said it.
Yeah.
Fucking at me, I don't care.
But then my kid will look at G1 though, Josh, and he'll say, that's not my Transformers either. You know what I'm saying? He'll look at G1 and go, that's not my shit. No, I don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
He can't. He thinks. But then he looks at some of the shit that's out now, and he's like, ugh, that's horrible too. And I'm laughing because I'm like,
he's got his flavor of what he likes, and there's kids out
he
there
was
doing
brought up
right
on
now
Armada and all that stuff,
with the other stuff that are getting what they like, and this will be their G1, 15, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
But
imagine how many kids G1 was. Transformers Prime. Good for them. That was
at
a
least
good
they had
show.
a great fucking show coming in, yeah.
They did good writing, and actually decent decent character designs. I kind of like the character designs of the show.
They were.
It was pretty cool.
They were a little Bayverse inspired, but not too Bayverse.
But I think they looked better than Bayverse though. They cleaned up better than Bayverse.
They were like a blend of Bayverse versus animated, mashed up.
Sure, absolutely. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, they did have animated. And that was another great one too. Animated was a good time too.
Never seen it, but I've heard good things. I need to watch it.
It was it's pretty good. Animated was not bad at all. I think it might not be for everybody, but I liked it. So no, but you're right. I like what you say. That's a good point. You're right. Maybe we need to get over G1. So yeah. Got your back,
Transformers
Josh.
existed from 84 to 87. Everything else is after that's robot knockoffs.
Oh, Brink, I love it, dude.
Sir.
That's great.
All right.
GoBots was first anyway.
Yeah, right.
GoBots were up first, but GoBots sucked. There were very few.
Yeah,
cool
GoBots were not.
The only
Agreed.
cool GoBots were
Agreed.
the deluxe GoBots, and they only made 6 of those.
True story.
Yeah, there weren't.
Oh, the combiners were
too
cool
many of
too. I like the combiner one. The monster one especially.
Okay, moving on.
Did you like the puzzle? Did you like the puzzler?
Oof.
Puzzler was cool.
I just like their names. I like that kind of like crossword.
Yeah.
But that's kind of neat. But all right, sorry. Go ahead, Josh. We can move on now. I'm sorry. So was it Rube?
Yeah.
That's like that was one.
Speaking of rubes.
Okay.
All right. Well, now comes the part of the show where I guess we are contractually obligated at this point. Shady back alley deals between Brian Brink and Nick Brammer, and nobody knows where Nick Brammer is. As we said at the top of the show, it's suspected he was licking toes of hospital patients in Florida, and nobody's seen him. Contact your local bail bondsman and ask and see if it's worth your 10% if you really want to see him back on here.
I don't know, man. Would you really call the cops if somebody was licking your toes, or would you kind of go, "Yeah, go ahead"?
Considering I only have 5 of them that are real and 5 that are metal, it depends on which set they're licking and who it is doing the licking.
Yeah, it's
Now,
like a
if it's some random with my fake foot licking my artificial toes on it, I'm going to be concerned. But then again, if it were Misty and she were licking my toes on my organic foot, I'm still going to be concerned because, sorry.
I've been walking around with that puppy all day.
Feet are gross. Feet are gross, man.
Feet are gross.
You gotta be one weird motherfucker to even be wanting to lick anybody's goddamn toes. I don't care who they are.
That thing, man. Like people want, like if there's like girls, like or whatever, like these Instagram girls, like they sell like feet pics, dude. And I'm like, ugh. Like feet are just like an unfortunate thing that we all have to deal with, man.
Just like
There's
assholes and
nothing sexy about them.
Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, because of that back alley deal, we've got to talk about a little more leftover news from Toy Fair. So Sam was nice enough to pull a few pictures, and we're going to run through these. I don't want to spend too much time on them because let's face it, you guys have probably already seen all the shit anyway.
Well, we will hustle through this stuff, man.
We will hustle through it, and we will ogle and go, ooh, ah.
Can y'all see this?
Yeah, looks like we've got the Sugar Man from Age of Apocalypse.
That's
Creepy bastard.
You could build a figure. So this next couple, this pic's funny to me. This packaging. She's like, "Oh, excuse me."
That is.
So we're getting Age of Apocalypse Jean Grey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and
we are.
the Sugar Man torso and face.
Jammed up in there. Man.
His head and torso is all one thing. He was such a weird character.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
That's a good looking.
Cool,
that's a badass looking Sunfire.
Like
those Sunfire, man.
The box of these, I like how they did the X-Men logo. The Age of Apocalypse did it here.
Yeah.
Straight off the comic book.
That's straight up the X-Men logo from then. I like that. So he comes with a pair of two of the 4 arms for Sugar Man. I like how he's just all translucent yellow and orange.
Yep.
With the exception of his armored plates and his face mask. What I don't like, and this is what I don't like about Marvel Legends, they're just using that same fucking male buck and just paint the details of the armor instead of sculpt it. I hate that. That's why I'm not a fan of Legends. They don't do anything special.
They got
they tool accessories and glue them on, or just slide them on, and they just wiggle around loose.
They don't do new sculpts very only for the moose stuff. So like, I'm trying to figure out which buck this is because they got like 4 or 5.
I think they have like 3 standard male bucks, like a medium, a thin, and a bulky.
And then my thing with them is they don't ever give you extra hands, man. Hardly ever.
No.
Oh, it drives me crazy. Like, if you get extra hands, that's a miracle because they usually talk to them.
Okay, which one was next?
This one.
So we've got Weapon X, their version of Wolverine, complete with
looks like
stump.
Yeah.
And they got the interchangeable stump for the popped claws on his stump. And the Sugar Man looks like it's his right leg, maybe.
Yeah, and that's just your, quota Wolverine for an X-Men wave, man. they all.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, dude. Like, I love Wolverine.
This
they overkill.
This is the Bucky Cat body, dude. That
Nate Gray looks good. But I hate how that cut joint is on those fucking calves. And those feet don't look good. The rest of it looks great.
It looks like he's a size 13. And, like when your mom pulls up and she's like, I got groceries, come help me. And you just, like, grab whatever shoes you can find.
Yep.
It looks like
Ian does that now, except his big-ass feet fit in my shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know it does look like his shoes don't fit him. Like he's got extra shoe hanging off the back.
Too much, but then they're all, like somehow too small on the front.
Yeah, that's great, dude. Holy shit!
That's somebody trying to wear his dad's shoes. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think I like the effect thing coming out of his eye. I think that looks cool.
I think they shouldn't have made it permanently attached. I think they should have made it interchangeable.
Or at least
I kind of agree with you, Josh. I agree with that.
Or an interchangeable.
Or another head. Yeah. But it is cool that they're doing this character.
Ooh.
I mean, that's
Wild
cool.
Child. And that
Look
looks
at
like
that.
I guess that's the back of Sugar Man's torso.
I guess so.
So you're getting the front.
So
you're getting the front half of the torso and the face with one figure.
Yeah.
And then the back half of the torso with Wild Child.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that looks
It's an interesting.
Yeah, he looks.
Well, that's an interesting Build-A-Figure they chose to do. I don't know. But
I think it's cool.
I don't know, man.
I think it's cool they're doing. I mean, they're doing Age of Apocalypse line, so
Yeah,
he was a major
Yeah.
villain in that line.
No,
And he's a
no, he
chunky
was, and it's
boy,
awesome that
so-
they're doing it.
I wonder if they'll keep
Yeah.
doing like kind of well-known X-Men stories. Man, they'll just do like
Right.
the whole wave dedicated to one. I mean, this chain looks fucking stupid because it's like gray plastic, like doesn't look silver
Yeah.
at all. And it's like,
Yeah.
what do you expect with Legends, man? What do you
You
expect?
definitely have to prime that and paint it up with some metallics to make it look. Like
Yeah.
But I think
Absolutely.
face sculpt. I think that was a good choice of body that they used, and this looks awesome to me.
That's
that-
This,
Dark Beast
yeah,
looks-
this is,
Wonderful.
This looks.
yeah. If there's one figure
he
of all of these right
does
now, do this
have-
show. That's the one I'd be interested in.
And he actually does have interchangeable hands. What the fuck?
Yep. So this is
yeah, yeah.
like from here in this cut joint up is all the same as that last beast that came out. He came with extra hands,
Except for
new
the
head,
He did.
new legs. Because the old beast had fuzzy legs, obviously, but
Right.
He had fuzzy
Right.
bitches.
But yeah, I
like
think
yeah.
this Dark Beast.
This
he
looks fun.
Dark
Me
Beast
too.
he could go in a couple other different.
Wow.
Well, he can
different-
work with any toy line because he like the Sugar Man and X-Man Nate Gray. He was one of the only 4 people that survived and came out of the Age of Apocalypse, with
Yeah.
Bishop being the other, returning to the original time or this timeline.
Which I think is cool. This
Yeah.
I might
He's
if I see it.
yeah. Yeah. I like the hammer. It's cool.
And I
Sugar
do like
Man's hammer.
that they're getting used out of this body, this beast body, and I like it's like paying $20 for this big ass toy. I always like feel like I'm pulling something over on them.
Yeah, me too. Actually, and I'll tell you, if he's
Fucking
anything like
more.
the first beast, he's gonna be a sick.
Yeah,
So,
you got more
Fucking
oh, look
morph.
at that.
God, I wish they would
Yeah.
stop making capes like this, man.
Oh,
got
I
it.
hate that cape. That
I'm
cape
getting a
is
Bill and
awful.
Ted's
Wow.
vibe from this guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's old Sydney, man.
With Black Series, Russ, this is one of my gripes with them is they still do capes.
I
Molded plastic capes.
Sam, I
are
completely-
shit.
I completely agree with you. To me, they have to evolve. It's Hasbro needs to evolve and get with the fucking program. And this shit's unacceptable. It is.
So
It's unacceptable.
With their 40th anniversary Darth Vader, that's the best 6-inch scale soft good cape that exists out there, and that's
Great, dude.
Figuarts, Mayfex. Compared to anything, that's the best cape because it's got a really heavy fabric. So like Mayfex does good capes, they do a really light fabric,
Mhm.
and if you do that
Mhm.
without a wire, it looks like shit. But they always have wired capes. So and then that's the other thing is like a lot of wired capes you can't lay them flat because the wire is too high.
Right.
But Mayfex does the best ones, I think, and then Hasbro with that Vader. But then like they don't do it with anything else, you know.
Right. I was gonna say they're like a normal Hasbro. They do something one time good and they fuck up the rest of the time.
That looks like an abomination leg.
Yep. And I don't know if I have a picture of him, but I think this Captain America just looks so bad, man. It looks so bad.
That looks like a shitty homemade cosplay of Captain America that you would see at a
That's what I was
fucking
about to
convention.
say. I was gonna say, is he somebody dressed up as Captain America?
I mean, it looks like he just has like a Hanes beefy tee underneath this. Like,
He's got a pair of fucking. He's wearing a pair of fucking underoos and put some paintball gear on over top of it and said, "I'm Captain America."
Yes.
yeah. I mean, Iron Man, he's like Iron Man, but like this, ever since the very first, I know like the always is defending this like these video games, but I think this is
good.
Oh, is
Stupid.
this the video game design from the upcoming Square Enix Marvel video game?
Mhm. And
I'm
even-
not a fan of the design.
even the most recent. Like they just put out a new trailer, I think within the last few days. I said, like, it looks just as bad. Like, I didn't fix anything.
What did you think in the past 4 months that you saw the last trailer they were going to overhaul the graphics of the entire game? No.
That's what they said. No. These character designs
Oh
are
God, dude.
No, they
We're-
weren't going to change the character designs. They were just fucking putting some spit and polish on the game, pushing it back a couple of months.
Yeah, I don't. I think I have this whole wave. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Okay, we got
So
Captain
I'm
Marvel
trying to-
and we got Kamala Khan.
Yeah, she's in the game, man.
She looks good.
Yeah, that looks good. And this looks. I don't know if she looks like this in the game, but either there's a good comic one, which I guess I don't. I thought we got one of her already, a Legends, but maybe not. This might be the first one. But yeah, this dude, they had a Toy Biz Legend version of him, and this
I
is not-
remember
Yeah.
it wasn't
Nice.
all that great.
no goofy
That
body,
looks
nice
good.
good update. And then I don't know who this dude even is.
That's Leader.
No, leader I know, but this.
We're going to call him not Ant-Man or Wasp. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows.
I don't know. He looks cool. Looks like some kind of like, I don't know.
He might be from that video game. It might just be a generic villain.
Maybe. Hey, this is what Nick's head looks like when he talks about
Badass.
comic books.
That's what Nick's head looks like when he wears fucking Cal's hats in a hangout. How it swells up and turns red.
Great. That's so cool.
I want to make before I die. I want to make a Netflix documentary about Nick's hat. That one hangout. It was only that one time, but we just won't let it die. And then, man, so this X-Men stuff, and there's a couple more coming up later. But this has got me thrown for a loop.
That's
man.
an X-Men
These actually look
Origins
really good.
Wolverine.
Yeah. And Cable, man, that thing.
They
looks
they
dope.
can say that's from a different movie, but that is 100% X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, what did they say something different or?
I don't know. I don't know if they're saying anything. I'm just saying that's
And
exactly
I actually-
in that movie.
With the MCU stuff,
I
these are
actually
gonna be
like.
100% original sculpts for all those. So
Yeah, I like the head. I think they did a good job on the face and the head.
Yep,
It looks cool.
for sure.
Dude, I
Yeah, I'd like to get that.
love that Cable.
Yeah, that's Brolin.
Yeah,
all
that
the
is
way,
That
man.
right out of
Cable-
fucking Deadpool, dude.
That
Right, man.
Cable is fucking money. Great sculpt on the pants. Great sculpt on the arm.
Yeah,
The face
did a good job.
Yeah,
The face
point.
is money. I love the little burnt teddy bear on his hip like he wore.
Bear.
Yep.
Man, and I
Ammo
think this
clips on the fucking pouches. Oh my god, grenades.
whole ass cape, but I think like the whole poncho, like with that being sculpted plastic, I don't think that's too big of a deal. I think
No,
we
because
gotta
it's
work
not
on
going to
it.
hinder in any way, form, or fashion
No,
in posing.
Exactly, and like with that, like
What I want to know is,
have that you just like drop a super glue here and there, and then it's good.
what I want to know is this a different goddamn team working on these? Because these are complete departures from the other stuff.
Well, these
Well,
these
these-
are on par with any of the MCU stuff.
These
like,
these are movie sculpted, and
Yeah,
the
like
last
the-
ones we just saw were
Yeah.
from the video game. So they look just like the Square Enix video game designs.
and with these like the MCU legends, all those get unique sculpts. They get really good face paint. So it's a comic stuff to get to the Shaft, which is unfortunate, And then you got
it does at times.
Man, I don't
Man.
know.
Oh,
Oh, that
Domino.
looks awesome.
That domino
I see
looks
people
great.
make custom to this Deadpool, and I always think that they're customs. I'm like, man, like I just don't like that. I don't know if I like the way that this costume looks like in figure form. I think it looks fine on screen, but
I don't know. I think it looks fine.
I mean, like it looks like Deadpool. I don't know what
It
is
looks
about
just like the movie suit. I guess
I don't
maybe
know what
it's
it is.
where you're
Well,
so used
I don't
to the sleek Deadpool action figure look and comic
That's-
book.
it. Yeah, maybe
that's what it is.
toy form.
That looks
Something.
perfectly
He
fine.
looks
Yeah, because I mean, it looks
He looks
exactly like it's supposed to.
he looks fat to me. Like he
That's
got
just
puffed up.
that. No, it's just the angle. It's just the angle because look, a lot of that's
Okay.
belt. You can see if you look above
Yeah.
his one katana that he's holding above his belt.
Yeah.
His torso is narrower. That's just a very Rob Liefeld belt that he
Okay.
wears. A lot of
Yeah.
goddamn pouches.
Okay.
That makes his midsection look bulkier than it is.
So does
I see what you're saying. All
Calvin,
right. What?
should she come with some accessories? I don't know if this is all she
It
comes
looks
with.
like she's got a gun and a holster on her hip, but I guarantee you she probably doesn't have any
Yeah.
swap out hands.
Yeah, she's like, oh dang, I can't pick my gun up.
Yeah. Right. She's just got fist, right? It's not bad. They did a pretty good job on her. Although I don't think her face, her face looks very Barbie doll generic to me, though. I don't know.
The face paint looks good. It looks clean. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
look
it does.
like
It needs an expression.
accurate. It just
Right.
doesn't look
It doesn't look like. That's it, Sam. That's it, Sam. That's what it is. It just doesn't look like the actress to me.
it doesn't
Yeah.
look like it's supposed to. Ugh.
Mhm.
Negasonic.
Oh, look,
that
Negasonic.
Magneto looks awesome.
Head.
I'll definitely get that. I'll definitely get that Negasonic just because Anna would love to have that for her Deadpool
She
shelf.
looks
We'll
wonderful.
put that on her Deadpool
She
shelf.
looks really good, man.
Yeah.
She just got like the body,
Yeah.
body sculpt, dude. This
Yeah.
Magneto, ugh, I do not like this.
That Magneto looks
Why
like,
does he look?
that Magneto, no offense to anybody
Go
that
ahead.
collects Mezco. It looks like Hasbro tried to fucking hard sculpt a soft goods fucking Mezco. That looks like a bag of ass.
Let me tell you something about this.
I almost said he looks.
He did not skip leg
Go
day.
ahead.
He didn't skip any day. He didn't skip any day except Seamstress Day because he's only got a 2/3 of a cape.
Yeah.
I
He
swear.
looks like shit.
I swear. To me,
Is that
See,
supposed to
they
be
heard
the
they heard you
Fassbender?
bitching.
Yes.
They heard you bitching about all the cape issues, so now they just cut the
Yeah,
cape off.
yeah, you know what, Sam? Here.
What they
fine.
do? Use a pair of fucking child safety scissors because it looks terrible.
Yeah, this does not look good to me.
it's got a.
That looks like the kid that threw the towel around his shoulders and played Superman.
This might be like a bad promo picture, but I feel like he just looks too.
Jesus Christ, dude!
Like I feel like he just looks too puffy, and like Michael Fassbender's not like
Puffy?
like
He
a
looks like
lank.
he's fucking been roiding up like Scott Steiner.
Like
Dude, it looks like his fucking shoulders are in his kidneys.
yeah, that's the thing. His shoulders are
I-
really low. His neck's too long,
I
and then I think
think he looks like a Masters of the Universe figure to me, like back in the old classic
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe. That's what he looked like to me.
here. This
He's,
neck
I mean, granted,
for a loop.
you
Watch,
know, he's got more articulation.
Look at him with the
Uh-oh.
Ian McKellen face. With this,
What
Yeah,
the
that
fuck?
is
Fuck?
so.
so they're
Like it doesn't even.
Oh, that's
it's not
terrible.
proportioned
Yeah.
properly.
they included the Ian
I
McKellen
don't-
head. So I guess you can get both looks.
Why?
Even though
That's
never-
no. Did they
he
give
didn't
Did they
himself.
give you a Stewart head with that McAvoy?
Dude, they did, and
Oh.
which actually works for this. But
Well,
for
yeah, that will work, but not for the Magneto.
because you can see that. I guess this
That's
is the
yeah.
Because
the-
Xavier's
the
still
professor-
a frail old man.
right. Yeah, the Professor X isn't horrible.
Hey,
I can.
in the front look like the wheels are like melt. Like the front wheels doesn't it look like they're just melting?
Yeah.
It's like oh
Yeah,
I mean-
it might be that there's something wonky about that particular display model.
that wheels
The-
look like
you know,
wheel
maybe
on a
some.
Monday, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's not bad though. That's not horrific. So it does have an
That-
extra head there, Sam. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there it is.
When
Ah, there it is. There
That
it is.
actually does
yeah.
work.
That
Mhm.
looks good.
Yeah.
And that Wolverine looks good. That
Oh.
Magneto looks like shit.
Oh, the fucking Wolverine looks, dude. That's two. Goddamn, that's two Wolverines I gotta buy now. Jesus
This-
Christ.
This Wolverine's he's got another head sculpt. I don't have a picture of it, but it's like an Amazon
Yeah.
exclusive or something.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one, I don't know what's up with the other one, but I thought they had a Mystique too from the movies, but I don't have a picture of that.
God, did they give you a Rebecca Romaine head and then a Jennifer Lawrence head? Because kill me now if they did.
Dude, what if they gave you like a beast?
Well, which one would you prefer?
Neither. I hated both versions of the character,
Me
but I
too.
think I hated Jennifer Lawrence's character worse.
Dude, what did they
Oh,
say on
shit.
Nerd Rage all the time? They were like, I'm gonna save the day, or else my name's not Mystique, or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I'm here
no shit.
Save the day. So we got
We got-
this
That's great, dude.
Deadpool wave. It's Black Tom, even though
Yeah.
it looks like white Tom Cassidy.
No,
And
no,
then-
that's Irish Black Tom Cassidy. He's the
White Tom Cassidy.
cousin of Banshee. So
Oh, no way.
Wow, it's a mouthful. Then we got like, X-Men Deadpool, which is just a repaint. Strong guy,
fucking
which
Maverick and Guido.
strong guy we saw. They showed him at SDCC, I want to say.
Mhm.
Dude, I kind of
Dude,
dig that.
Yeah, people have been wanting.
I kind of
I
do
think his
too.
legs are too big, though.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking
He's really not proportioned like he is in the comics because he actually has a little bit smaller legs compared to that in the comics.
but this is one that gets customs made of it all the time. So people want
Right.
this one. This, dude, people have been
fucking
wanting.
Warpath and Sunspot, and that Sunspot looks great.
Oh,
Look at those amazing
Sunspot.
black accessories. I have never seen that sculpt before. I wonder what gave him the idea for that. That's
Dude,
those
they
are
got some shit
fucking
like that.
phenomenal.
One of the Venoms, there's some shit like that for the symbiote shit, and it fits like trash.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
dude.
use this effect for everything for the past 6 years.
yeah.
It doesn't.
I
Oh,
know.
sparkly, magic, bubbly things happen. Well, we'll just do this and put it with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I think is cool about the Sunspot? They kept the colors right, dude.
Yes.
The colors
Yeah.
are badass on him. I fucking did. When I was a kid, I remember having this figure. Not this one in particular, but I remember having a Sunspot, and I remember I always loved how awesome he looked. I
Oh,
thought
the Toy Biz.
the colors were great. It was a
the
good
old
game.
Toy Biz.
Yeah, the
90s
Toy Biz.
X-Men.
Toy Biz is Toy Biz is the one I had. Yeah,
This
Yeah.
I should say I really wasn't. Yeah, I was kind of a kid, but
You were in your
This is-
20s, Russ. You're older than me, and I was in my 20s when I bought it. So
well.
This is gonna.
Yeah,
make
I guess I wasn't such a kid, but I remember I had a lot of the old Toy Biz. Look at that guy,
What the
handsome buck.
is that,
Oh,
is that a Build-A-Figure?
How'd that get in there?
What kind of hot fucking garbage is that?
It's awesome, dude. That's the ultimate
Huh.
Build-A-Figure.
Okay, so we got a classic 70s Gwen Stacy figure, or is that from the Spider-Man animated series?
That's the animated one. So here's what I'll say: like these
Why
vintage
does she have
figures,
red hair?
to be MJ. So like these
Lame.
yeah, that's lame. But these
Wait a
colored
minute, you say
figures
lame.
finally, they're
Go
like
ahead.
getting caught up to me finally of like what
Yeah.
I actually thought when I was a kid, because this this was the X-Men stuff was like maybe a year before my time.
Right.
This stuff was like I was like out in KB Toys trying to find this stuff, man. But it's cool. She got a little yearbook or whatever. I think that's a good get.
She got
You
a
know, we-
Trapper Keeper in her fucking yearbook. You
Yeah,
signed
dude,
my
you gotta-
yearbook?
And I think the MJ head, like you could put that on this one.
Dude, you could take this figure and you do some serious custom with this. I could have a good time with
I
this
mean, just
figure.
put some,
I
like-
could.
I
Put some
wonder
bare
how many.
arms
I
you
wonder
could.
how many pervs are gonna fucking give her an upskirt.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be
Hey, nice
Why not?
glasses, Peter.
Hey.
Nerd.
I think they did a terrible job on those glasses.
God.
I think they should have. I think they should just sculpted the rims and left them open with over the
They
face
gave him-
sculpt.
Doc Ock goggles.
They
Yeah,
gave
they've
him
done-
Coke bottles, man.
Yeah, he looks like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
Does he come with a kitty?
That's great, dude. Holy
Look at the
shit.
size
I
of that
love it.
goddamn camera.
Oh.
It's bigger than his fucking head.
Yeah.
That's a Nokia
Yeah.
3220
Oh,
cell phone. Man.
Well,
I
mean-
like his Peter Tingle head.
yeah. It's
That is
Peter Tingles.
Well, I just watched.
Don't
Far
call it a
From-
Peter
I
Tingle.
just watched Far From Home last week for the first time, and I thought that was actually pretty fucking funny, calling it Peter Tingle.
It was.
Yeah,
funny.
I like
It was
that movie
good
quite a
too.
bit, man.
Yeah,
This
I did
looks
too.
Good. This
So
looks
this
good as
is
shit.
a brand new Spider-Man body. In Russ, this articulation scheme they're using is what they do
Yeah.
on the Power Rangers stuff.
See, they're okay. So now they're actually taking from one.
Yep.
That's pretty good
Yep.
because I think the Power Rangers they do a good job on them, man.
What
they
is
do.
that?
So,
Yeah,
What is
they're
that second
great.
head
There's
he's
like a-
packaged with?
I don't know. I think he's just squintier eyes, which I like.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
he's got
Squinty eyes.
interchangeable hands, so he's got web slinging hands and fists.
So he can
Yeah,
knock
which is
blocks.
cool.
But yeah,
Well,
so
it
that's
just
the-
makes for good posing, dude.
yeah, they
You
do
can
with the
some good, better
lightning
poses, man.
collections stuff. They got like there's a
Yeah.
diaphragm joint and like a stab.
Sam in the chat said, "Why
Yeah.
are you exposing yourself?" What do you mean? How am I exposing myself? What am I doing? I'll wait.
What do you say?
He said, "Josh, why are you exposing yourself?" I'm like, "How do you mean? How am I exposing myself?"
Josh's camera's on.
Josh is like,
hanging
Josh.
out.
I know. Josh is like, I thought the camera was off. Fuck.
Yeah.
Man,
good.
that old man Hawkeye and old man Logan look amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what if these are in a wave together or what, but we got these two, and then
Ooh,
giant size.
I like that
old
Storm.
school first
That's
appearance Storm, and then
Yeah,
the
dude,
more
yeah.
recent
Yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah, this is Rogue from
Yeah.
like Uncanny Avengers. I think the
Yeah.
costume from that.
God,
Which
her.
man-
Look at her. I don't like the face on her though, dude. I don't like
The
the face
Rogue?
at all. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm betting those eyes are gonna be like fucked. They
No,
always
dude, when,
are.
when the actual toy comes out, one eye's going to be right here and one's going to be over here. And they're
Possibility.
gonna be- not
They're
only
gonna
that,
mount
but they're
them
also
in her-
going to be looking opposite directions. She's just
They're gonna
scanning her
probably-
environment
So she's
It all
gonna be
died.
like fish-eyed.
like a chameleon. And then Nimrod, which
Oh.
this is cool.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at this motherfucker! Holy shit, dude, that's great, man.
I don't know if there's a
Oh,
Build-A-Figure.
Nimrod.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, my God.
Speaking of Nimrods, speaking of Nimrods, who's this Joker?
I think my computer's
Fucking
got a
giant.
coronavirus, man. This stuff keeps coming up.
Fucking that guy is a coronavirus. Look at him. Fucking
So,
What the fuck's up with that angry little toddler shredder at that fucking
I don't
Krang
know.
android body?
and you know what I realized?
There was an episode where Shredder and the Turtles and all them
Okay.
got reverted to like
That's
kid
why I didn't
shit.
like that
Okay,
show.
well, here's the thing. I hated that fucking cartoon, so I never watched it because, so that's why I don't know why there's a toddler
Dude,
shredder.
Josh, I used to hear you say that
Gotcha.
stuff, and I would be like,
It's
"Man,
that thing from that episode that time.
yeah," and I'll be like, "Man, Josh, why are you hating on this and that?" And then, like, in the past year, I've come to realize that as far as Ninja Turtles go, I like the first movie, and literally that's it, dude. Like nothing else
The
matters.
original Mirage comics, the first movie,
Yeah, and dude,
and the
those,
current
man.
IDW comics have been really good.
Yeah.
but
and
like the
I like the
cartoon, like,
Nickelodeon series, the
and-
past 3 seasons
yeah,
or so
that,
of
hey,
that.
that one was good. What was that called? I don't know what it's called.
Just
but
Teenage
the-
Mutant Ninja
the,
Turtles.
that was actually really good.
the
But, like,
the old
like,
school cartoon wasn't her.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't bad,
I don't-
dude.
I don't have
It was
any- I don't have
it's just when
any,
you read.
nostalgia for it really anymore, man.
Russ, when's the last time you
I
watched an
get it.
episode of the
And here's the thing,
original
like,
80s and 90s Turtles cartoon? When's the
I
last
think
time
it's
you
cool,
watched an
but-
episode?
Well, just what of old school cartoons? I
Yeah.
just watched Voltron the other
No,
night.
I said when was the last
it
time
was
you
great.
watched an episode of the original TMNT cartoon from the 80s and 90s?
Oh! It's been a long time since I watched them because
Was it
but
back
I
in
liked
the
them
80s
when
and
when they
90s
were.
when
Well,
you
I
watched
kind of
it?
liked them.
Okay.
Probably. My little brother was into Turtles, so I had to watch it, because he would bitch and say, "I'm gonna watch the Turtles," so I had to put it on for him. So shut the fuck up. So and so I'd watch it. It wasn't it wasn't horrible. It was okay. I mean, I just was like,
It was
I
a
don't know.
kid's
I was
cartoon.
bored.
It's a kid's cartoon.
Yeah, it was a kid's cartoon, right?
Dude, so
Exactly.
this, man, I don't know why they did the paint on it the way
It
they
looks awful.
did, because this does not look. I don't.
I mean,
I think
that
this
looks.
because it doesn't even have joints. Like this is just a sculpted. Like there's no knee joints, no elbows. This is just like
A statue. But what I don't
to be
get is
fair, he couldn't move much in the movie anyway, so it's appropriate that NECA made this.
right.
what I don't get though is they gave him the cartoon cell shading look, but that wasn't
Dude, that's
what he looked
exactly
like
what
in
I'm
the
saying,
movie.
man.
There's too much black
This is
work
odd.
in between the musculature. They should have painted it a solid purple base and put a black wash over it. but shaded it with some purple. That's just straight up black, a black
Yeah, this
paint
is,
job with purple highlights over top of it. That's not a good look.
bizarre to me. This movie's on Netflix right now, man. We watched it the other day, and I was like,
I'm
ugh,
sorry.
man. I made my kids turn it off, man. I said we're gonna watch the first one.
First
And I watched
one's
it-
good.
Now, this
the
was the
second
one-
one's not, and the third
Watch
one's
the first one. And
This is the
cried
one.
times, man.
This is the one y'all told me the last week with that. This was the one that had vanilla ice in it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember now. Okay, I get them mixed up, man. The first, like, I don't know, like I
The
forget.
first
who
one
was
didn't have
which.
dumb shit in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Russ. Here's how
Outside
you
of
keep
Yeah.
outside of fucking walking, talking ninja, fucking jujitsu fighting turtles.
here's how you keep them straight, Russ. The first movie, good, nothing dumb. Second movie,
There
bad,
you
a lot of dumb, and then the third
Third
movie
movie
is
is dog shit.
even worse. Yeah,
A lot of
which is why these dudes, like, I don't even give a shit. Like, I'm glad
fuck
people are
Tucka,
getting
fuck
these.
Razor. And if people like them, it's awesome. They're getting them. I'm more excited about that on the left of Taka
Yeah.
and Razor. Now, for what they are, they look amazing. They look like they just as amazing as the movie Turtles and Shredder and Foot Clan look. They are.
You can see these like and then, like, you can tell where these look more ready to go than the Shredder does,
Yeah.
because like you can tell where like the articulation is. They work these out.
The paint job and sculpting on those, like on just about every NECA figure, is amazing.
Yeah.
They're
You
not going
can't-
to be able to move worth a shit, but they're going to look great.
Yeah.
I
Fur
think.
work on that guy looks dope.
And then it's like I like how you
Yeah,
can tell that his armor is just like made out of car parts.
Are you
Like,
are you
Yeah.
are you saying you enjoy it when somebody has good fur work, Rob?
Yes. I love soft things. I like the pet soft things.
Oh, dude, look, he's got
Nice.
ball jointed fingers. That's interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
those are going to break.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
All right, guys.
Probably.
Get out go to the hobby store and get a whole bunch of that shock oil from
Yeah.
Traxxas. You're
Dude.
gonna need it to move these things.
I love
So-
the
Yeah,
Raphael
probably.
and the coat
It's
and the hat
NECA,
and the
yeah.
backpack. But I'm just like, part
Yeah.
of me wishes they could just sell an accessory pack for your Raphael. But then I think, well, it's NECA. You're never going to get it on and off without breaking your figure.
exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So,
But
dudes,
I'm
Yeah.
glad I like that
we
look.
oh,
Do
what
it now.
were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I defer.
All right, I was gonna say real quick. Last week I said there's 3 figures that I need to make my life complete. Now I only need 2
Right.
Yep.
because I got this one.
Yep, Casey Jones. He better have an interchangeable head with a regular Elias Codius face. Or Elias
Dude, I named my
Cotius or
I named my
whatever
son
his name
after him,
is.
man. I love that actor, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He-
He was awesome as Casey Jones.
They better have an alternate head, or at least that mask be removable, and hopefully it doesn't break, because, you know, hey, it's NECA.
Yeah, can't wait to break it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if they don't,
Oh, there's a glaring problem with that figure, though.
his elbows, man.
No, even worse than his elbows.
The fucking veins in his arms.
What?
The way his legs and hips are sculpted, he's got mad sweatpant dong.
Hey, you know what it is? It's
Jesus fuck! I'm never going to be able to unsee that.
It's
That's what happened when he saw you.
right there.
Look, man.
Honey,
He's-
come here
yeah,
and
he's-
look. I
he's a
hear you over
fucking-
there
he's
giggling and
tongue.
laughing your ass off on the couch. Come here and
He's-
look. Come here
he's
and look. No,
fucking-
my wife
he's
is
fucking-
coming over from the living room now. Come here.
Come
here.
on, come check. Tell her, come check out this dong. It's great.
Well, my screen share is over it. Go back one.
Hit the hide button on it.
Oh,
It'll hide that
hold on,
little
hold on.
Oh,
menu.
it'll hide it? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't
There
see
it
it.
is.
Right next to stop sharing, it says hide.
Sam, hit hide on your bar there on your screen.
Well, here, check yours. I went back a photo, so.
Yeah, there you go. Ah, shit. There-
Oh, that fuck.
Damn
Okay.
it, Sam, you done fucked it up.
Here it goes.
Okay, go back to your slideshow, not our window.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, look at that.
That dong,
Mad sweatpant dong.
Hey,
That's the
keep my head
reason
up.
why all these moms in yoga pants are buying the gray sweatpants for their fucking boyfriends now, is because of that Mad Casey Jones sweatpants dong that NECA created.
Man,
I think
the women show the toe and the men show the dong. It's great.
I think on his left arm, it looks like the elbow joints like aren't pegged in all the way or something. Because
Well, I mean,
like
these are prototypes, so they're probably
and
not.
that's what I think it is. Like they just look a little
Wow.
gangly.
I like how he has the 2-for-1 Casey Jose Canseco bats, and he's got the hockey stick, and it looks like the handle for the cricket bat is in his fucking golf caddy.
Yeah. The
Is
whole
that a
kit
Jose
is-
Canseco bat?
Tell me you
Tell
didn't
me you
pay
didn't
money
pay
for
money
this.
for this.
2-for-1 sale, pal.
Hey, do you think he knows what a crumpet is?
You gotta know what a crumpet
Cricket?
is.
Nobody
Cricket.
understands cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is before you understand cricket.
So a lot of their comics or cartoon stuff, I wasn't really sure what was new. So
Okay.
like I know the Krang was new, and I think this Baxter
Baxter Stockman.
They're going really far into the back line, like one-off episodes.
Triceratons?
Yeah,
and that's comic stuff too. Like that's where
they were in like one or two episodes of the cartoon, and that was it.
They had more
Look at the
comic book
April reveal.
presence. They had a lot more comic presence than they did cartoon presence, but
The April looks like a lot like the TV show April, like
Yep.
cartoon.
Yeah,
the first
well,
cartoon
that's
April.
what these are.
Baxter.
That's
Oh, is that what these are?
These
Okay.
are these are the
All
cartoon lines. They are screen.
Oh, they are okay.
it's
All
helped
right,
me
cool.
help me kind of figure everything out because I'm just like
Yeah, the only new NECA stuff was the
Stuff
Casey
and that-
Jones and the Raph 2-pack, and then the Taco
Oh,
what
and
the
Super Shredder. What the
Fucking
fuck?
good looking
Jesus.
guy.
Nick? You
There's
know,
that
I
shit
used to
again.
think NECA
Hey, dude,
made
that's-
good sculpts, but then I saw that.
look at this one.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, that one
that's
right
NECA's
there.
fucking.
Yeah, I bet you his
That's NECA's
articulation
fucking
is trash
masterpiece.
too.
Yeah.
Dude, so I wanted to throw these in. So I don't know. These look like fantastic to me, man.
Who's making these?
Diamond Select, dude.
Diamond
And, like,
Select? They got a
Yeah.
head sculpt that looks like somebody?
Dude, so like these, like something about these head sculpts like looks almost like cartoonish to me.
I
But
wonder if these
they-
would work
they
with
look-
my mythics.
They look
Huh.
like
They
just
look good.
on money, man. Like we got hard
Yeah.
fly through
That's a
these.
good looking Legolas and Gimli. Those look good. And that's a
Yeah.
damn good looking
I've already,
Aragorn.
I already got.
Good, man.
I've already got like a Legolas though. So
I don't know. I think they should have done a better face sculpt on that ring wraith, though.
that's cool.
And then you got little Frodo.
Oh, Matt Heard.
Yeah,
Nero.
back-
Elias was great in Prophecy. Fuck yes, I love that movie, The Prophecy.
Yeah.
Man, something's off with it's not his face sculpt so much as it is his hair, the way it lays on that face sculpt that throws that Frodo off for me.
Think
Yeah.
so?
Well,
It's a
if
little
this is
off.
Diamond Select.
Yeah, that's
Diamond
true. They're
Select's
not
very
known
hit
for
and
their head
miss.
And I,
sculpt.
yeah, and I think
No,
that
they're
They can't
not.
make a Bruce Lee head, that's for sure, and they can't do an Elijah Wood either.
They don't.
they can't make a Bruce Lee body, arms,
Yeah.
hands,
No.
head.
I mean, they
I
they
bet
struggle on
you-
certain stuff, man.
Find that toy in a local comic book shop. I bet you
I
they
saw
spelled
it Saturday. It looked terrible.
Right, no, go back. I bet you they spelled
I'm
it
gonna.
wrong. I bet you it says Bryce Lee.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you
And
what they
Lee
did do.
spelled
What they did.
L-I.
Well, they did the fucking Castlevania. They're doing that Castlevania line,
Yeah, those are good.
and it looks good. They look
Yeah,
good,
but
man.
they're
They did a
based
good
off of
job.
animation stills, not
Mhm.
people.
They are. That's because it's for the anim. Well, yeah, maybe that's why it's easier for them. That's what you're saying.
So,
But it's still it's a good.
Man,
this
those-
is
Those goblins look good. 3 different
Mhm.
heads.
yeah, that's what I like. So you could like
You
army
know,
build them and have
You could
different-
army build and customize and have different
Yeah.
looks of goblins.
yeah.
They don't have like a they don't have
Yeah.
like a orc though.
Do they have the face that says, "What about their legs? They don't need those."
Oh, that's from the Two Towers, man.
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah.
And then this is a build a figure, man. So you get a
Yeah.
piece for each one.
Which one does the neck come with?
Okay.
Because that is some long fucking neck on that Sauron. Or Saruman.
Frodo.
Whichever one.
No, that's Sauron.
Sauron. Yeah, Sauron.
Saruman, Christopher Lee.
That's right.
Dude, I like Lord of the Rings, man.
No, Lord of the Rings was great, man.
I
It's
enjoy
awesome,
them.
dude.
I don't
It's
think
just a,
they're the best in the world, but they're
Okay.
decent.
no, they're not. But they're.
We recently sat down
That's
with
something I
Madison
wanted
and
to
had
collect figures for, but
yeah, we recently sat down and had Madison watch all three of them with us, the extended versions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
What
was
did she
short.
think?
Well, she didn't care
Oh.
for them.
I know a guy at
Well,
work
my-
who is
my-
like chomping at
yeah.
the bit for these fucking figures right now.
No,
My
really?
my
Giant
daughter,
Lord of the Rings
Josh, my daughter can't sit through them. She thinks they're boring as shit. That's what she tells me. She
They're
can't stand it. She's like, they're so fucking boring.
There's a lot of walking in
I don't
those
know.
goddamn movies.
they-
Even the trees
hit me at
fucking
the
walk.
right
Yes.
They hit me
Yeah,
at the
that's
right
true.
time, I
That's
guess.
true. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think you have to be devoted. Look at that. That is goddamn
Micro
Sam.
machines.
There's something
Handsome
micro about
fuck.
it.
Look at
Oh,
that.
fuck. Yes, look at this.
Hey, wait, so Josh,
Oh
I
my
think I got
God.
the couple
Okay.
things that you mentioned. So this was
One of the very few things that I even give a shit about that's mainline retail is the
Really?
Mega Constructs Masters of the Universe line. Now, we saw some of this last year.
You
at
got to be
SDCC.
kidding me.
What do you mean you got to be kidding you? I fucking like it. I think it's awesome.
Well, no, not that. I just Mega Construct. They are really committed to this,
They
man.
got some
They're doing a
licenses,
lot
dude.
of cool stuff.
They're
Well,
doing
dude, they-
cooler.
I know. I mean,
Yeah, and
Oh my
to beat
God,
it all,
I'm
it's
impressed.
Mattel. It's Mattel. They're doing cooler shit with Mega Constructs than they did with the fucking regular mainline shit.
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
you're not kidding, man.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So
we got a bunch of these in my house because they do some like a bunch of Pokemon stuff too. My sons
Yeah.
always get.
They
Yeah.
do some awesome stuff. I'm looking forward to this because this is the Roton
Oh.
and Merman, and it comes with a Battle Armor He-Man and a Battle Cat in that pack.
Oh,
Oh,
does
shit.
it really?
But that
Oh, that's
Roton,
fucking cool, man.
when you push the Roton, just like the original toy, the saw blade is.
Oh, are you? Is it spin?
It's
Nice.
Oh
spin.
my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, and that'll
That's
probably
amazing, dude.
be. Yeah, I'm
I would-
excited, man, about these.
I wish I would have dipped in on that line when it first started showing up in Target because they're a bitch to
Yeah,
find now.
man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're really good. They're a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
The little figures, the little figures are so articulated for such a small figure. They have like 14 points of articulation, and completely
That's impressive.
customizable. You can swap their parts around and shit.
Maybe they should have had these guys do mask.
I wouldn't be opposed to that,
Me either. actually.
but it's Mattel. It's not Hasbro, so. But yeah, that looks cool.
Interesting.
You can
Cool
see-
story about the original toy of that
Yeah.
that this is from. Right? So when I was a kid, my mom got my cousin both got like Masters of the Universe, but I got all the villains and he got all like the good guys, So my mom bought me this though, right? And he
You were
wanted
the
it
cool
so
kid,
bad.
and he was the wannabe cool kid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he stole he stole it from me. My cousin took it. I couldn't find it. I'm like, where the fuck's my shit, right? And I found a way, man. So we and him got literally a fist fight over this shit. So we're like little boys beating each other's ass over this goddamn toy right here. Well, not
Wow.
this one, the original.
Yeah,
one.
the original.
So yeah, it was a cool.
In the background,
Yeah,
you
the
can
original was
see,
fun. It was cool.
In the background, you can see
Oh, wow.
Zodak, and hopefully Sam's got the pics.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and go to the next
I don't
one.
know
That
what I got.
Cool.
All right, now this is exciting because some of the upcoming single carded figures that are coming out later, Mechanic and Triclops. And look at that Mechanic. I fucking love it because that silver piece you can keep on or off and just put his head down or head up.
Oh, that's amazing.
And that's the battle ram.
Triclops.
Battle ram with the detachable sky sled. And
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
yes.
that's supposed to come with a Prince Adam figure. But that Triclops and Mechanic look amazing.
Oh. Dude, Triclops is one of my favorite villains too. He was
yeah,
great,
was
man.
mine
That's
too.
amazing. Him and Trapjaw were my two
Mhm.
badass motherfuckers, dude.
Which we haven't been getting
Damn.
a trap jaw yet. Damn it! I'm hoping we'll get one.
Oh, that's really cool, dude. If they'll do it.
You can see that white version of the Sorceress and Zodak in the background. Go ahead and go to the next slide, Sam. Now, that He-Man in his battle armor and Battle Cat come
Yeah.
with Merman and the Roton. That Skeletor in battle armor and Panther come with a different set. They aren't sold separately. But I love how the cats are articulated. Looks like we've got a hinged jaw, ball jointed head,
Oh, cool.
and then the back
Yeah, the
legs
leg.
look static on a swivel, and the front legs look like they'll swivel, but there's also a little bit of a ball jointed ankle.
Yeah,
in the paw.
dude.
Looks
So,
like
like,
the
when I was,
tail's on a ball joint, maybe.
And I think that might be. Oh, I got this too. Here, let me go back.
Oh yeah,
But
go back.
when I was looking for these, so because like I don't know this line, so I didn't know what was new or not. Like they have the Halo license too, and like they got some cool shit with that, man. And I was like, damn.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
the stuff
I got a couple of the Halo ones, and they're awesome.
Like, dude, I've not seen any of the Masters of the Universe stuff in stores at all, but I see the Halo shit a lot. I don't see the Masters of the Universe stuff though. I'd love to get my hands on some of this shit. This looks cool.
Now the
and I mean-
Skeletor and battle armor and Panther, they come with the set on the next slide. Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. Now I know they also come with that
That's-
white Sorceress and the Zodak figure. So you're getting 4 minifigures, Panther and Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. And Point Dread is designed just like the original toy. The top part of the green structure will come off and attach to one of their battle turrets. The top of the tower of your Castle Grayskull.
And is
So you-
Point Dread, is that this green thing?
Point Dread is the actual like green rock formation. The Talon Fighter
Okay.
is the jet that has the opening cockpit and can seat. The original toy, I think, seated 2 figures, so I don't know if this one will or not. It's been a while, but one of my favorite things about it, back then, play sets and figures, a lot of things, and He-Man did this. They had an adventure book and a vinyl record that read the story and had the chime for you when it was time to
Oh,
turn the
that's cool.
page. They said they were going to do something in vinyl with this release, so I don't know if they fucking do a throwback and have like a Point Dread story on vinyl. I'll jizz myself
That's fucking cool.
That's cool,
twice.
man. That would be cool.
So Josh, let me ask you, like, how much would you think like this set would run? Like, how much?
I would
this
say
run?
the Point Dread Talon Fighter set would probably run about $50. I would say the
And that's because it
Roton
comes
and
with a lot of
He-Man.
stuff, right?
Yeah, I would say the Roton and He-Man set will be about $30.
Okay.
Just basing it on the
That's
Wind
not-
Raider was $20 at retail, so the Roton is about the
Really?
size of the Wind Raider, and I would say the He-Man Battle Cat
Yeah.
would tack on another $10-15 with that.
That's
Are
not
there
bad,
any more?
dude. You get a lot, dude.
Now all this shit.
that-
All
Yeah,
this
it's
shit is supposed to release in third quarter of this year,
me.
fall of this year. So
Shit, dude. Well,
I'm
they're
happy
busy,
about
man.
that. I'm
Cool.
happy about that because I love that Masters
Yeah.
of the Universe Mega Constructs line. I
Dude, I
got
think it's cool.
everything they put out so far, with the exception of a couple of color variants.
Mhm.
If you
Because I
want-
don't
Cool, man.
need color variants of so many things. Like I didn't get the single carded Moss Man. I got the Prince Adam and I got the regular flesh colored Evil Lyn. But I already had the yellow skinned Evil Lyn, but I like the flesh colored look better. But I didn't get the Moss Man that's at retail or the Stratos because I've already got Stratos and Scareglow already. And the Moss Man that I have came with the Battle Bones SDCC set, and he's flocked, and the new one on card is not flocked. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it's
I
awesome.
think if they do the thing like you said with the record, I think that just kind of shows that they like know who they're selling their toys to.
Well, they
you know.
absolutely
Yeah.
know who they're selling these toys to, and the thing is, it little nods and tidbits like that. I mean, they're putting out like the Beastman that's coming with one of these sets, because he wasn't in the pictures, but there is a Beastman that's coming with one of those sets. I don't remember which one. He has his normal armor accessories on are yellow.
Right.
There was accessory packs back in the day that they put out,
Uh-huh.
and you could get a yellow
I did.
Beastman armor in it. So they're putting a Beastman out with the yellow armor as a nod to the accessory pack. They're putting
That's actually
love
pretty cool.
into this line, little nods to
Yeah.
good things.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. I'm impressed with some of that stuff.
I like what Brink said in the chat. Maybe they'll make a Mega Constructs record player. That's awesome.
Yeah. It looks like they're going really. I kind of dig that they're committed to it. You know what I'm saying? They're going all in on it. And that's kind of badass because
I mean, I
we
wish
really
we
haven't
were
had
getting a little bit more, but I'm also not angry that we're not getting a little bit more.
give it time. They'll give it. So they'll do it. They'll do more.
Maybe
I'm sure.
the next big set that they offer will be something like Snake Mountain. That would be badass.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
That'd be
to bump up with that
that'd be
gray
killer.
skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be pretty badass, dude.
But there's so
Snake
many
Mountain was-
characters. There's so many characters that they can do. We still haven't gotten a Trap Jaw. We've not gotten a Buzz Off. Oh, Fisto is one of the figures that we're definitely
Fisto.
getting. Yeah,
Yeah,
beard
Fisto-
guy with
Fisto-
a giant metal fist.
yeah, he was pretty cool. And then
In a
who was
very
the other guy with Chapajitsu? Yeah, remember him?
Oh, I don't remember what his name was.
Jitsu or
It
I
may
can't remember
have
what his
just
name
been
was either.
Jitsu, but yeah, you twist his waist
I
and
mean,
had the karate
Jitsu.
chop action.
Yeah, he did karate chop and he had a big smell steel like chop hand. I think he was supposed to be like Fisto's, like answer, Rob or something like that. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't remember, man. My mom stopped buying them for me, and I would steal my cousin's figures and play with them. He had them.
I like the originals, but after the first year or two, I didn't get much of them. The first couple of years, I got a lot of figures, but after that, I just lost interest.
Oh, dude,
but
I had so many, Josh.
There's a plethora of characters out there that they can do and keep this line going for a long time.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. They haven't even finished the core yet. Like you said, they don't have trap. They haven't done a trap jaw yet, so they're not. So they still got core characters.
No Manny faces, no Ram Man yet.
God, Manny faces is another good
no
one.
Orko, although I can live without an Orko. Don't need an
Hey,
Orko.
now.
Man, fuck Orko.
Orko was all right. A little. I mean, I was surprised they just like lock him up or something. Nah, it was cool. That's cool. Like I said, I like the commitment that they're doing on it. That's pretty badass.
But
Shit.
yeah.
Good for them, man.
Well, does anybody have any other comments wrapping up from
No,
Fair?
I was just gonna say Marvel Legends looks like they're doing some cool stuff. Some stuff that's not so great either, but whatever. That's what you get when you fuck with them. So that's it.
I mean,
is what it is.
I know that there are design limitations that come into play because of they have to factor in costs and toolings. But I'm sorry, I don't like that Magneto. That Magneto looked bad. Everything else looked pretty good for the most part, but that Magneto looked bad.
Magneto was some hot garbage, dude. That's terrible looking. I couldn't believe. I'm almost shocked that somebody thought that was a good idea. I really am. I'm blown away, man.
Anything like Fassbender.
Dude, if they sell it in a 2-pack with the Xavier, at least they know it won't be a peg warmer because people will want that Xavier because customizers will love that suit buck.
Oh yeah,
I know. I agree. And I don't really have an Xavier, so I never got the one that they came out with that was in the floating chair. I never got that one. So I could use an Xavier. So I don't know. I actually like the fact that it comes with the Patrick Stewart head too. So
and if you do want that Magneto, you can bet if it's in a 2-pack, you're gonna get them really cheap on the secondary.
Probably.
Busting up the 2-pack for that.
I think the Xavier will be the one that people will be paying a higher dollar for. If it were a 2-pack, and I would say the price point would probably be $150 for two
Mhm.
figures like that with the chair accessory and the four heads.
Yeah.
Um, I would
Yeah.
say you would see people selling the Magneto for $15 and the Xavier for
man.
maybe 35.
Yeah, fuck that. I might buy it, keep it in box, and then wait a couple years and jack that motherfucker up and scalp it out. See what we can do.
And I could be completely wrong. What the fuck do I know?
Well, I don't know. That's the Dark Phoenix Cyclops 2-pack.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
people
the
wanted the
thing,
Dark
man.
Phoenix figure. They don't give a shit about the Cyclops figure. I mean, come on. It's not even that great, you know?
One of the last Toys R Us ones too, man.
It was one of the last exclusives that they did, yeah, for them. Yeah, I sold that shit for a lot of fucking money, like 160, $70, something like that.
Yeah, you
Nice.
That's crazy. Fucking
Still
crazy,
good.
dude. How much people will pay for some of that shit? All right. All right. What's up, dude?
I was gonna say I don't have anything else on the plate here. Does anybody have anything else? Last minute things they want to hit on before we get out of here?
Nope. I'm
good, man.
I'm good, dude. Shit, we're chilling. You know, we may. I don't know. I mean, if anyone's up for a hangout, we could do that for a little bit. Call some of these motherfuckers in and get some of their opinions. I don't know how tired y'all are, but
I can't do a hangout. Girl Scout cookie booth season is official. I got to get up early in the morning. We got to leave the house at 9:00, and I will be gone for about 12 hours tomorrow. So
we got a tournament tomorrow. As soon as we're done, I'm going to bed.
I'm just fucking exhausted and don't feel good for shit. So.
well, guess what, guys?
That's gonna be hanging out.
If anybody
I'm drunk,
wants
so
to
I can't hang
do, oh, you're not going to do a hangout then?
No, y'all ain't gonna be in. I'm gonna go to bed, dude. I'm drunk. I'm tired.
We do the hangout. We do the hangout for people in the chat when we can. But I mean, me and Sam's got early days. Rob's just tired. You're just drunk. There's no excuse.
Oh, that's a total excuse. I'm do a hangout like I fucking fall asleep and be like, the fuck.
Hey, Nero, thank you, man. We appreciate you stopping by again. I love how I don't know who he is if he's in the group, but I noticed in the past couple of weeks he has been on every Cool Table adjacent and Realm adjacent show, commenting in their chats and leaving comments on their posts, and I love it when we see people do that.
Yes, new people.
Yeah, if you're in the group and you don't mind, shout out your name so we know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, we won't broadcast it if you don't want it known, but hit us up privately.
No, he's cool, dude. He's awesome, dude. He's very active, man. Talks. I like it a lot.
And yeah, I really like that. And shout out to our regulars. It was great to see Noble Young in here, and KJ Smith, and Eric Von Wolfenstein, and EE, and Eric B. Shout out to the Nerds Have Spoken.
Matt Hurd showed up.
Matt Hurd, man.
Yeah, don't forget the Brinkalizer.
And the Brinkalizer showing up, and Sam, and I don't even know who else because I didn't keep up with everybody.
Mr. Young in the house. What's up, man?
yeah. And I know Anna was in here a little bit,
Yeah, Anna hopped in for a second.
I gotta shout out to Sam too because he's been fucking every week since I showed him the show too. So
yeah, he has been. He's been showing up on other things too. He's hopped into a couple of unbroadcasted hangouts, and I know around I think Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve he hopped into a broadcasted hangout with me and Dust for a few minutes.
Yeah,
did he really? That's cool, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's been doing those Saturday ones with me too. So
yeah. And
nice.
Man, I haven't been able to catch any of those because, sadly, my weekends are shot for until the first weekend of April. My weekends are just completely booked until then.
Damn cookies.
Hey, man.
Wow.
She's in the Girl Scouts. She's been in it since she was 6 years old. She's going to be 13. So,
hey, that's cool though. She's in, man. That's good.
Yeah. I love the things that they do, and this is a big part of the money that they raise. This is a big part of what they do comes from this, so it helps fund the next year. So we're always supportive of that.
Those cookies are
That's all.
filled with crack.
It's delicious
Um,
crack, Joe. Oh my god.
It is.
They're great, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna be a shill just for a minute. There's still time to order Girl Scout cookies, guys, if you want. So hit me up, let me know. Madison would
Absolutely.
appreciate it. But yeah, I've got nothing else. I'm ready to get out of here. I got to get in the bed soon and get up early. Big day tomorrow. A lot of drive time. Anybody anything
When,
going on?
Nope.
no, I'm good. Just gonna say, gents, thanks for hanging out with us, guys.
Yeah,
And,
thanks to everyone.
we'll see. Yeah, Nick, we miss you.
Get better, buddy.
Kisses to Nick.
Yeah, somebody bail him out.
Your butthole
Yeah.
will heal, I promise.
Somebody bail Nick out. If you can find him, hit him up. Let him know that you're thinking about him while he's locked up waiting on bail to be posted. But yeah,
Well, he's got Tiny's arm around him, saying, "You sure do
Tiny.
look pretty, boy."
It'll heal. It'll go back to its normal size as soon as you don't have that stimulation anymore.
Oh God!
What happens
That's
in
a real-
Tijuana stays in Tijuana.
Indeed, at least you hope so. unless it's an STD you bring back with you.
Oh,
my God,
then you get the
that's-
coronavirus.
oh, I was gonna say
On that
that's the
note.
next STD that's gonna spring up the Corona HIV.
Corona. Oh, jeez, dude.
All right,
Well,
everybody out there, stay safe and don't get the Corona HIV. Later.
Indeed. Later, guys. Peace out. He said, "Don't get the Corona HIV."